Welcome back into the press box. It's your boy Gino. I missed last week. Sorry about that. To my left, we got Yanni.
Yo, yo.
To my far right, we got Mo.
What's good? What's good?
And to my near right, we got Seto.
What's up, guys? Sorry,
You're late as fuck.
I literally just got a phone call. Sorry.
Well, why are you getting a phone call? They know it's the press box.
Yeah, put that on Do Not Disturb,
Yeah,
dude. What are you doing?
D&D. Well,
We got some news.
yeah. Aaron Rodgers saga has finally come to an end on what team he's going to go to.
Oh, so we're just getting right into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Why not?
what? The Steelers were projected like 7-8 wins, so they might get 8 or 9 now. An extra win with him,
I
or
don't think he moves the.
Needle at all
Not that much. I mean,
over Mason Rudolph or Will Howard.
Okay. I just don't think the Steelers are going to be
No,
good.
they might get into the playoffs again, like they do every year, with a winning record at 9-8.
I think
so,
with them getting Aaron Rodgers, they fucked up sending George Pickens away.
They should have kept. Well, nah, he wasn't coming back
I
either
mean-
way, bro.
I'm glad that they traded him, but
yeah. How do you feel about that trade?
I like it. Got 2 number ones, dude.
Are you really going to say
You really
George
think
Pickens
is
a
number
yeah.
one though?
We'll see. This is going to be the best quarterback he's played with, so.
Yeah, because he had
play with
fucking
Ben
Kenny
Roethlisberger or
Pickett.
no?
No, he got. I think it was the year after,
I
right?
think he had Pickett.
Well, even
Yeah,
if
he
he
played
would have
with
played
Russell
with
Wilson,
Ben,
though.
it would have been old Ben. So
Come on, he paid.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson now, I'm going to say Dak's better than Russell Wilson now.
Maybe if it was Russell Wilson on the Seahawks.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
I still think
Russell
overall,
Wilson,
career-wise, Russell Wilson's obviously the better quarterback.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm saying. I'm like,
career-wise, for
that's
sure.
probably like.
But right now, Dak is miles better than.
Well, yeah, so like
than
last year, Russell Wilson is, I think
Yeah,
Dak
yeah.
is better than last year's Russell Wilson.
Right now, in this moment, going into the season, for
Like, I think
sure,
Russell
100%.
Wilson was like elite like 10 years ago, but that was 10 years ago. Back when they like.
You really think
right after they
10
won the
years
Super Bowl?
ago?
that was
Right
when
after they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was elite all the way up until he basically went to Denver, dude. He was good that last year in Seattle.
He was all right.
It was like
Yeah.
7 years of consistency, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then he
When
went
he
to
get
Denver, and
drafted.
ever since
No,
then,
let's
he's
not,
just-
why, let's not have no Russell Wilson
so it's
slander.
like the last 3 years?
Last 3-4 years, he's shit the bed. Yeah, when he went to Denver, that's when it just all fucking fell apart.
I just
bro.
think
He didn't even have that
Mr.
bad of a seat.
Unlimited.
I think he just didn't click with Sean Payton, dude.
Yeah,
Well, it's because he wanted his own fucking office, dude. Didn't happen, bro.
because he had an office with what was his fucking name?
Pete Carroll.
Your coach, dog.
No. It was when he got to Denver. Who was the coach when he got to Denver?
Hackett.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
That's who it was. Cause I forgot. Poor guy, bro. Yeah, that was brutal.
That's
He's all, yeah, we're not doing that here.
So how much do you think it sets you back as a franchise when you have a shitty head coach just by itself? What, like 2 years, 3 years maybe? Sets you back?
If you hit the draft, 3 years.
But if you have a shitty head coach. But if you have a shitty head coach.
If you hit in the draft, you have 3 years, 4 years. If you don't, that could set you back fucking 5 to 10.
No. What I'm saying is if you have a good roster, right? Say like above average. We'll say like the Cardinals. I would say they have above average roster. Okay? Say they have a shitty head coach. Not just Jonathan Gannon, just a shitty head coach. Say they got Nathaniel Hackett and he had 1 year. How much does that like take him back? You think 2 years, 3 years? Because they have to find a different culture that they have to bring in.
Well, I think just giving like any coach 1 year is going to set your thing back
you gotta
because
set your team back.
you have no
That's
time.
what I'm saying, 'cause then you have to go
can't
through a
build the
I think
culture.
one
Yeah.
and done coaches. You're not setting yourself up for a tank year. You're tanking a couple years, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think it's impressive. And speaking of that, I mean, it's kind of, you could kind of say, did Jonathan Gannon deserve an NFL head coaching job? Probably not, but he got one. We were talking
He's ran
shit
with
about
it.
it, and he's fucking ran with it, bro. Would they draft all defense this year in the draft?
That was last year.
Well, no, this
No,
draft.
they had Marvin Harrison last year. Yeah, it was this draft.
This draft, they drafted all defense, bro. So, and who'd they get in the first round? Who'd the Cardinals get?
I know in the second round
They
they
got fucking Will Johnson.
Will Johnson, yeah.
But they got somebody in the first round.
I think it had to be a linebacker. No, it was a D lineman.
I thought it was a D tackle.
Walter Nolan. It was Walter Nolan.
That's me a big fucking get for him, dude. But, okay, so then if you don't, say you draft a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
You're going to give him 2 years to be the starter, right? At least.
I think you should treat quarterbacks as if they come in as freshmen. You give them. They got 4 years.
Okay, because I mean that's their deal
Hey.
is 4 years.
You can take this right back to Arizona where they drafted Josh Rosen, and
They
the
gave
very
him a
next
year.
year they got Kyler Murray.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that being a thing. Like
Rosen was never like good though.
No, like he wasn't
dude,
good. Like
no, Josh
took
Rosen was like
they took him in the first round, and I think he was like a top 8 pick. Like
yeah,
I think he was
No,
the
that's what I'm
number
saying.
one
top
pick.
10. No,
No,
Josh
Josh
Rosen was
Rosen
number
wasn't.
11
Oh.
because there's 10 teams
He's
in
from
front of me.
UCLA.
UCLA,
but
yeah.
then they got the number 1
He
pick
has
next
one of the
year and
greatest
took Kyler
comebacks
Murray.
I've ever seen on in a football game. Texas A&M was waxing them. It was like 31-3. They came back and won that fucking game in like the second half.
Wait, who?
Josh Rosen.
Oh, at Stanford?
Because he was from
He
St.
played at
Thomas
Stanford.
Aquinas.
UCLA.
No,
Oh,
UCLA.
UCLA.
He was from St. Thomas Aquinas, which is a really big high school. Yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas. I'm pretty sure that's what he went to high school for. Or he went to high school. And they were calling him like a guy. Like they were comparing him like top quarterbacks coming out of high school. And then just like all the recruiting sites do, they pull back on what they're saying because there's guys that shit the bed all the time.
I've just quit listening to all that shit. Like Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be like the next Peyton Manning or whatever.
I
Shit,
still
you know,
think
like-
I still think Trevor Lawrence is going to be all right.
No, he's
bro.
pretty good. He's got a can.
I think with what T-Law is doing, with what T-Law
This
is
is
going
what
to do
this
this
is
year.
going to be his 5th year in the league now.
Yep.
And they've only made the playoffs once.
Because he's
Hey, but let's not forget though, that run, the
That
1 year
playoff win against the Chargers,
where they were down, he
like
had to come
28
back, but then he
wasn't it
went.
like 28-0 or
he played all right
but
in
then,
Arrowhead, bro.
but then he went with the fucking boogeyman, dude,
Yeah, yeah.
toe to toe. I won't say that he's a top tier quarterback
He's definitely middle of the pack.
exactly, but he's
definitely
top of the
pack.
middle of the pack.
Yeah, I agree.
One of the top
He's
of the
outside
middle.
the top. He's outside the top 10 for sure.
I
Outside the top 12, I'd even say.
Yeah,
I could probably name 12 guys that are probably better than him right now, but we'll see, man. I don't know. We just fucking squirreled so hard right now. I don't even
we
know
started
where we're
at
with
the
that.
Aaron Rodgers news.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. So to tie this back to Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he. I don't know. We'll see. I think maybe they can. I think they go 8-9,
the first losing season, Mike Tomlin, he gets fired. or
9-8.
what?
Yeah, I can see that. 9-8, 10-7.
They're going
10-8.
6 and
like-
11.
We're talking
Something
about
like
like
that.
we're talking about playoff productivity too, right? He's
He's got one ring.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to
but
see
not
Aaron
in the
Rodgers
last-
throw the ball to
fuck this,
DK.
Technically, he's got
19
two.
Well,
Technically,
Who?
Mike
Mike
Tomlin,
Tomlin?
because
Yeah,
he was
when
on the
was-
staff with
2000 what?
2005.
Oh, was he like a DB coach?
Mike Tomlin was on the staff.
No, I know.
I don't know what
what-
position.
do you-
I think he was a coordinator, wasn't he?
Well, you have to work your way up from a special, like a position group.
You've seen position group coaches get named head coaches for sure. They don't have to necessarily be offensive, defensive coordinator anywhere. I mean, obviously, you'd probably want that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Steelers are in an interesting spot. I think they killed the draft on their defensive line. I think they wrecked that shit on the
I
defensive
feel
line.
like they usually draft pretty well.
They always do. They always
Dude,
do.
they always hit on defense.
Steelers,
bro.
Ravens, Chiefs. I'm trying to think. Eagles, obviously. I mean,
Bro, I've
Fortunately-
noticed with the Cowboys draft, I swear, like it's every other year.
yeah,
Every
really.
other year they have a good draft.
What was the draft this year? Do you think it was a good draft?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Filled some holes.
I was gonna say something. I wanted to go through with you guys right now. Just like Waldo, is it mini camp that's coming up or OTAs? Because OTAs just happened, right?
I think OTAs are still going.
They're still going
No, I
on
think
right now.
OTAs are still going. I think they go until this week or next. They might have just got over, actually. I think it goes till the middle of June. Yeah, no, actually, no. I think it goes to like the 15th usually.
Oh, yeah,
I think.
there's like one more week of OTAs.
Yeah, I think there's one more week of OTAs, and then mini camp is when they go into the
Okay,
season.
I wanted to do this then. Who do we think the division winners are of this year coming up? Early predictions.
Are we going to give early predictions like for everything right now?
We could.
All right.
We could. I mean, I'm just thinking like, because obviously you have your wild card teams, but that's
All right, write this down then. Let's go through by division, bro. Let's see what let's start with whatever you want. Let's see what we're gonna do here.
hold on. Let me get a new note.
Putting us on the spot here. I like it.
Because I didn't even
I'll
give
give my
myself
Super
time to
Bowl pick.
fucking.
I'll give my Super Bowl.
We can
pick.
give. Okay, hold on. Who's your Super Bowl pick?
Well, let's go through the divisions first.
Well, you just said that, so I already thought.
Oh, you want to go a Super Bowl pick right now?
We'll go off season. I'll put it down as off season, and then we can go preseason, and then playoffs. Mid-season, then playoffs. Know what I mean? Okay. Who are you saying, Seto?
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Buffalo and Philly.
Okay.
Buffalo and Philly for sure.
Mo?
Yeah. Wild pick. Baltimore and Detroit.
Oh, damn, bro. I mean, fuck. That would be a fucking wild ass Super Bowl too. I feel like that would be a shootout.
I think Baltimore I think Baltimore had Mark Andrews not dropped that, right?
They beat Buffalo.
Exactly.
Yeah, they beat Buffalo.
Exactly.
That was a 2-point to get the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay. The Ravens
Likely
right now
starter,
have.
by the way, likely starting over him this year. They said.
Hey, Derrick Henry just made that deal with Adam Sandler. If he rushes for over 2,000 yards, Adam Sandler's going to put him in a movie.
So
he goes for
I think
another 2,000 yards because that'd be the third.
the Ravens.
he got
Yeah,
1,900.
the Ravens have all the
Ravens
have all the right pieces, and I think they had a pretty decent draft too. So
Bro,
like,
they got fucking Mike Green
yeah.
in like the fucking 5th round.
I don't
dude.
give a fuck. He could be a scumbag off the field, but that fool can play.
Who was their first round pick?
They traded out of the first round. Remember?
Yeah, who was their first pick though? They got somebody that was a fucking stud, dude. I'm trying to think on who it was though.
Oh, dude, fucking duh. They got Malachi Starks.
Yeah, bro. To pair him with
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton, dude, that's
Kyle
insane.
Hamilton's the happiest dude in the world right now.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I can
play everywhere now. I am everywhere. Dude, that
So-
video
I
you
am
sent to
inevitable.
name a two-way player better than Shohei Ohtani. It's the fool from the bench warmers. That shit. Gasolina. That shit had me dying, dude. He's all chugging the beer, dude.
Maria.
Yeah, Maria, why did you leave me?
you leave me?
He's like, I am 12.
All right, Gino, what's
He's like,
your?
are you drinking a beer? He's like, Gatorade.
Don't even fucking say the Cowboys.
It's our year, baby. Bengals, Cowboys.
Bengals,
Yeah,
Cowboys.
I was gonna go Bengals, Eagles, or Bills, Eagles. I think the Bills will get it this year.
That's why I think I don't know.
Hey, if
Lamar
Dak,
Jack-
if Dak
see,
can
here's the
stay
deal.
healthy and upright this season, I got a good feeling about my team this year. Because I think George Pickens
You're
is
a wild card team at best.
I think George Pickens is
You're
a
not
big
beating- I'm
upgrade
just-
over
you're not-
Brandon Cooks.
You're not beating Philly.
No, I think the
You
happiest
see,
dude.
that's
I
what
think,
everyone
I think
says,
CeeDee
but
Lamb.
look up Dak Prescott's record against Philly. It's like 8-3.
Hey, you can talk shit. If it's 8-3, you can talk shit for sure.
Well, we're talking about Philly.
I think that they'll split the series.
We
They
were
usually
we
do
were
every
talking
year.
about-
No, I think
We're talking about
Philadelphia
Philly.
is,
Philly is
especially if
fucking
they're saying
elite
what they're
right
saying
now.
about Saquon, and they're saying that they
Saquon,
don't
dude,
even
he
think
looks
he's
like the next Barry.
Bro.
Like that's how that might
Saquon's
be-
got all the curses going against him this year.
dude.
The
Hey,
Madden curse, the Offensive Player of the Year curse.
there's.
Don't wish that on Saquon, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not. I'm
can't-
just saying.
That's a division rival talking shit right there, putting manifestation on things, dude.
Hey, I hate Pat, but I don't want to
Spread
see
it out
Pat
in the
get hurt. I hate fucking Denver, but I don't want to see Bo get hurt.
I don't want to see him get hurt. I'm just saying.
No, that's what you're saying, though. That's the Madden
Same with,
curse.
same with
It's the
yeah,
Madden curse.
It's crazy.
They call it the Madden
You
curse
really
for a
think,
reason.
you really think you guys are going to the Super Bowl?
Why not?
Okay, give your biased selection and your unbiased selection. What you actually think is going to happen.
Bro, I think it can happen.
Okay.
Hey, dude. Hey,
Okay.
represent.
All right.
I don't know why you guys downplay how good Dak Prescott actually is.
I never downplay it. I just know what happens when he gets to the
He
playoffs.
got rinsed by Jordan Love and the Packers at home by like 38.
So you hold one game against the rest of his career.
How many times he been in the playoffs
yeah,
and
it
actually
was-
done been productive? Once. One wild card win at best. Dak Prescott's had many years to prove himself.
How did
beat
the
Tom.
how did the defense play in those
longer
games?
than the 4 years that they gave him, right?
How did
He's
the
been a
defense
start-
play in those games?
That's
But still, even if you take the defense out of the equation, you can't say that he shit the bed.
Dak Prescott has
He's
shit
the
to
guy,
bet,
bro.
like,
he's the quarterback, bro.
I don't
If
think
if
he's
Tom
like
Brady's
shit to
playing,
do.
if Tom Brady's team's not playing defense and they lose, they ain't blaming the defense. They're blaming Tom Brady. Quarterback's gonna get the fall, bro. Quarterback's gonna get the fall. I could say the same shit about Derek Carr. What defense did he have? I can say the same thing.
Both,
I can say the same
both
thing.
teams.
But I will say this: the Cowboys will make the playoffs. I think the Commanders, Cowboys, and Eagles all make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Real shit.
So
Real shit.
those are 2 wild card teams right there, right?
Yep.
Plus the division winner.
I think you guys are getting 3 in the NFC.
I'm also
this
curious
year.
to see how the Giants do with Russell Wilson.
I think
they start Dart.
That defensive line is going to be, dude.
They got a nasty D line over there.
They're going to beat some teams they shouldn't beat just because of what their defense is going to hold them into the game for. And if you think about it, if you need just a game manager on offense, like you're trying to just get by, Russell Wilson's not that bad. Because they're obviously banking on him teaching Jackson Dart something, you know.
Yeah. Did you guys keep your defensive coordinator this year?
Dude, Vic Fangio's going to retire in Philly.
He said he's not leaving.
Yeah, he said
he'll stay as long as his boy has him. That's what he said.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
who's your Super Bowl pick?
I think it's going to be the trilogy, bro. Kansas City and Philly. That's my prediction, dude.
Yeah.
I can't watch it 3 years in a row. I'm not.
Dude, I won't lie.
Well, it'd be
bro.
3 times in 4 years, dude, if that happened, bro.
If Pat lost that, there's no.
Well, you got to think. Okay, so all right, so this is obviously a conversation that we can have too. We've talked about it before plenty of times. Everybody does, but everybody puts Mahomes up in that category with Brady, right? But I mean, Brady lost 3 Super Bowls. Let's not forget he went to 9.
He lost 3. He went to 9.
He lost to us.
He went
No,
to
10.
10.
He went to 10.
Yeah, lost
sorry.
to us, the Giants.
He went to 9 with
Giants.
New England. He went to 9 New England with New England.
The Giants twice. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, what other team did he fucking lose to? But so he lost 3.
Eli did him in, dude.
Pat has lost 2 already. Okay, so if he lost another one, it's like, all right, you have to go 7 to 10. Pretty much.
I still think Pat's gonna get 6 rings. I think he finishes with 6. He's got 3 right now. He's definitely getting 6. I think what'll end up happening, dude, is I think he'll win them like when he's a little bit later on. Like I think we're gonna see maybe like 2 or 3 years where maybe they don't make the Super Bowl.
I fucking hope
just because
so.
all good things come to an end.
Yeah.
But then they're gonna be right back. I'm not saying they're not gonna make. They're probably gonna be in the AFC Championship every fucking year. He's there.
Well,
that's how it was with Tom, dude.
That was like Tom Brady didn't win a Super Bowl for like 10 years.
He went on,
it was like
his first 3.
Yeah, his first
But he
3,
was-
and then there's like a 10-year stretch.
But then he was
2007 to 2012.
see, but damn
Was
near
the first was the Super Bowl he went to, the first one, because Peyton was with the Colts running that shit.
see, but you had those 2 juggernauts, bro, back and forth every year.
Dude, you know what else doesn't get talked about enough? Drew Brees' Super Bowl wins impressive as fuck. Drew Brees' Super
is
Bowl
a top 3 quarterback all time.
Top 3.
Oh man,
I think I'd say top 5, bro.
Bro,
top-
you can
top
argue.
3.
You can argue top 3.
Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees.
No Joe. I mean, we never got to
Joe-
see
here's
Joe
the-
Montana.
Joe Montana.
Well, we never got to see him.
Jordan. I never got to
Drew
see
Brees-
Montana, but Drew Brees
he's
is
number
top
2
5
passing
for me.
all time.
Touchdowns and
Bro,
yards.
if Drew Brees had the weapons that, imagine Drew Brees with
Brees
Denver's
never had
offense.
never had
he didn't
never had a
have-
Pro Bowl receiver.
Who
Never
was-
had a- never
Mike-
had an
Mike
all-pro
made those
receiver.
players,
Slant
bro,
merchant.
dude.
He had the slant merchant for a minute.
Like 2 years, bro. 3
But
years.
other than that, I remember
you-
Marcus Colston, Ted Ginn.
No, he had some great players. I'm not like discrediting.
No, but he
the
didn't
name,
have no
but he didn't
fucking
have a
major
he didn't-
receiver.
Yeah, he didn't have like a Megatron caliber receiver, right?
He never
Like,
played with Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne,
Dude, what if he-
Randy Moss.
All right,
He played with Michael Thomas at the very end of his career for like
Let's
what?
think about this. Who
What
were
if he had
some
like
of the
Larry
receivers?
Brandon
Fitzgerald,
Cooks.
dude?
You said,
Oh, yeah,
so
Brandon
he
Cooks are
he had
not-
Jeremy
I mean, but
Shockey
still,
at one point.
you know.
He had Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham
was a big
But I mean,
disgusting.
like,
Yeah, Jimmy Graham was
again,
a
very
problem, bro.
slept on tight end, right? There was, dude. I just had this when I was in Louisiana. My buddy is a huge Saints fan. Okay, this dude came over yapping. He was like, "Oh, Drew Brees is a check down merchant." I'm like, "You're out of your fucking mind."
And
He
he's a
cannot-
Saints fan saying this?
I don't know. I can't remember what fucking team
Oh,
it was.
word,
It was
yeah,
so
dude.
irrelevant to what
I
he was trying to
straight up
talk to
I
me.
straight up tell somebody to kick rocks.
We talked about this shit for 2 hours. I was like, he's a check down merchant. I'm like, dog, he can't even fucking throw a football anymore. His shoulder is like that fucked up.
'Cause he's
You know-
fucking hucking the ball,
Exactly.
dude.
Thank
Bro, he
you.
can fucking
We showed
rip,
him his
dude.
top 50 clips, dude. Every single pass that he threw was 25 yards or more. Every single time. Obviously, he had like the small check down, like,
Dude, they're
like the screen routes.
So
or
if he's
whatever.
going to say that about Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
No, bro.
Tom Brady
help
was
me
a
out
check
here,
down
help me out
merchant.
here. Who was the dude in the fucking NFC Championship game when they got hosed and Vegas called?
The Rams.
That Rams guy. Who was that receiver though?
Nikel Roby-Coleman hit.
Nikel Roby-Coleman. It was a Traquan Smith, or who was that? Was that
The
the guy?
Rams corner? Is that who you're talking
No,
about?
who was the receiver? For
I don't
the
know who
Saints?
the fuck, dude. I don't know
Who are some receivers that played with Drew Brees? This is a good conversation to have, brother.
I can't.
Marcus
tell you
Colston.
anybody.
I mean,
That's
Jimmy
probably
Graham is a
that
tight
probably
end.
was his best receiver.
Marcus
right there,
Colston.
dude.
That's crazy, bro. Because if they
Dude,
they
you know
beat
how many-
the Rams that year, I think he beats Tom that year.
Dude, could you imagine a Tom?
Okay. So he played with Marcus Colston, right? Michael Thomas at the very end of his career because
Yeah.
he was hurt,
Yeah.
and so was Breeze. Lance Moore.
Moore,
I think Devery Henderson.
Willie Snead, Devery Henderson's OG.
Robert Meacham.
Robert Meacham. Okay, shit. There's some. These are older. This is like 2010s Drew
Yeah,
Brees.
he played with Joe
late
Horn,
2000s.
Yeah, hey, he did have Kamara for like 4
Jamal
years, 5
Jones.
years.
Yeah,
Played Alvin Kamara. Yeah.
Darren Sproles. He
Yeah.
played with LT, dude.
He did in San Diego. He played with. Yeah, he did.
I-
Philip Rivers or
what
Drew
I-
Brees, huh?
My buddy made this point to me while we were down there, and I was like, honestly, you're fucking right. I can't really say anything about but the facts. Drew Brees is top 3 all time.
Now that we're talking about it,
that
dude.
2009 Super Bowl win was like fucking up there.
That's like
for
a Dirk
impressive,
run
dude.
right there, bro.
It was
It is,
because,
bro. It
think
is.
about
It's
the
impressive, bro.
The Vikings had almost beaten them that game.
If Brett Favre doesn't throw across his body,
we won that. We won that game when we were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it would have been the Vikings and the Colts,
Dude, you know so it's like, you know,
Crazy game,
all
by
the
the way.
5,000 yard
That was on
throwers,
Bounty Gate.
the records for the 5,000
yeah.
yard.
Greg Williams, huh? Go ahead, sorry.
You gonna talk again or what?
Dog, he said Bounty Gate. That brought up hella shit.
The movie that they made about Sean Payton
Going to coaching and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But no, the 5,000 yard throwers. How it's like everybody's a few people have done it once. Drew Brees did it like 4 or 5 times.
He did it 5, 6 times.
5 times.
Right?
He's 5
And he's
times.
the only one that's done it more than once,
so
bro.
Wait, Drew Brees has done it.
He's at least done it 4 times. There's like
No,
9.
bro, no,
there's,
he's had to have done
there's
it.
9
I think
there's
6.
There's 9 players on the list.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
We looked this up
And we've
because this
seen
was an exact.
Manning
This
did
is
it.
another exact conversation we
Yeah,
had.
Manning did it once.
Manning did it. Marino did it.
Marino.
I think Peyton. Yeah. Tom Brady. I think.
Didn't Joe just do it?
Joe Burrow.
Didn't Joe
Matt
Burrow just do
Stafford.
it?
No, he had
5,000 last year?
4,000.
Or 4,000.
Okay, here we go.
5,000 yards is
Drew
fucking
Brees.
crazy.
Drew Brees has the most 5,000 yard seasons by a quarterback with 5.
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Oh, wait, hold on,
Tom
hold
Brady,
on.
Marino.
So Marino
Manning.
has it once. Drew.
His second year in the NFL.
So Drew's done it 5 times. Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford,
Yep.
Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger,
Yep.
Okay.
Pat Mahomes,
He had
Okay.
Jameis Winston.
Wow.
Pat Mahomes did it twice, and so did Tom, and then Herbert did it.
Jameis Winston had a 5,000
That
yard
was a
played with
30
the
for
Bucks.
30.
Wow, bro.
That was a
True
30 for
fucking
30,
gunslinger.
dude.
That's it right there, bro.
He was.
If I was
he
his
was-
coach, I'd be
he
like,
was
bro,
letting them bitches rip, dude.
let
No,
that
he
shit
was.
go,
He
man.
was throwing that fucking
Yeah.
football, dude. It
Don't
was
forget,
awesome.
Jameis Winston was a really
No,
good
he was a
college
dog.
quarterback. James Winston at Florida
Had he
State
not
was
fumbled
the
in the
truth.
Rose Bowl, dude?
No,
when Oregon beat
oh,
him?
fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
That game was over though. That game was that was the cherry on top. He had the
He got
had
memed
the
on that
comeback.
for a long time.
Dude, Trent
Didn't he-
Dilfer at
didn't
Elite
he-
11 called Jameis Winston doing what he did in the national championship. Trent Dilfer, when they do the Elite 11, they were doing it on ESPN. He's like, I see you, 4th quarter national championship, last second touchdown. And he literally did it, bro. It's the craziest shit of all time. It's the craziest shit. He was really good, bro. And he ran the wishbone in high school. Fun fact.
Damn.
About Jameis Winston. Still became a 5-star quarterback. Drew Brees, though, huh? Let's go top 5. What's our top 5?
I think you got to go Tom 1.
Tom
I
1.
think you got to throw the sheriff. I think the sheriff is number 2, right? We're talking like ball knowledge.
Bro, Peyton
right?
has, like, 5 MVPs,
like
bro.
in-game IQ. Peyton's fucking up there, dude.
Indianapolis, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Fuck, I even take Denver, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Denver-
Like
Denver,
Denver,
Peyton
that was
Manning,
when he
yeah.
was like slinging.
Bro,
Not
he
very
threw
mobile,
couldn't
but
even
he
move
was
his
still,
neck.
Didn't he throw like 55 touchdowns?
55 touchdowns.
Yeah,
That's I don't
and
know.
But
then
That's,
they took away that pick play though. Remember that they were running that shit before they,
They
fucking.
were running quite a bit of pick
Yeah,
play.
they were running those screens. Remember that shit?
hey, what I will say is that's a different era, bro.
No, I know for sure. I'm just saying they took that away because of that shit, basically. But Peyton Manning, so Tom, Peyton.
Tom Peyton, Drew
For me,
Brees.
Tom, Peyton, Marino,
Yeah, see, I'm not.
See,
even
but did you
I
get
don't-
to
I
watch
don't
Drew-
put- I don't
did
put
you
Marino in
watch
my
Marino?
top 5, dog.
Just of what I know of what
People
he
that
did,
you've
numbers
seen.
wise.
No,
See,
people
I've seen
you've
with my
seen.
own eyes. Oh fuck.
Because we never got to
Yeah.
watch Marino, Montana, Bradshaw.
Brady, Peyton, Mahomes, Breeze.
Yeah, see, I'm putting Breeze over
And-
Mahomes. Not a snowball's chance in hell.
And
I think
fuck, dude, number 5.
I think
bro.
it has to be A-Rod, dude.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
That-
And 4-time MVP Aaron Rodgers.
But bro, I've seen
I don't
Ben
give
do crazy.
Ross-
and Ben's
Roethlisberger,
probably,
that's what I
and
was
Ben's
thinking, dog,
probably,
Big
and
Ben.
Ben's probably
yeah,
the
I
fifth
think
spot.
Big Ben, bro. I think I put Big Ben in that bitch.
I mean,
bro.
he's got 2. He's got one more ring than Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, that
so I'll
throw
put
to
him at,
Santonio Holmes.
and,
Oh my god,
that was the
dude.
best.
Oh
you
my
couldn't have
god.
placed that ball any better. That tiptoe was. Oh god, yeah.
Oh, dude, I could even throw fucking Brett Favre in there. The Jets, the Vikings, Brett Favre, dude.
No, the Vikings Brett Favre was
That fool,
gunslinger.
dude. They throwing to
Gunslinger.
Sidney Rice and
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
City
I'll
Rice.
give,
Percy
I'll give my
Harvin.
7. I'll give my 7. Tom?
Oh no,
Five,
you got
seven.
5 though. You got 5.
I'll do 2 honorable mentions then. I'll
No,
throw 'em
we
in.
didn't, bro. You got to go 5,
Well, we did.
bro.
So who? Yeah.
So my 5, I'll go back. Tom, Peyton, Mahomes, Breeze, Big Ben.
Okay.
That I've seen
Tom.
with my own eyes.
Tom, Peyton, Breeze, A-Rod, Big Ben.
Okay.
I'm not putting Mahomes in that conversation yet. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
he's
the
the
rings. We're talking about
He's the
last
truth,
really
bro.
last season. He was the truth.
He still got him there, bro.
I
Still got him there.
don't give a damn. You take away his. You still gave him weapons, and he's still.
I see that fool 2 times a year, bro. You know,
I
he has
bet-
residence
I bet-
in
yeah.
Vegas.
I bet he does.
That's his
well,
second
that's because
home.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you hear about what the Raiders did when they were building that stadium?
There's a Kansas City fan working on it. He put a flag under the field.
No, they were Raiders fans, and they put a Kansas City flag buried underneath.
They should find that fool and fucking
Fire him.
eliminate that.
Yeah,
guy.
it was.
Not fire
They
him.
held up the flag where they were
fucking
like
take
digging
him
the
out.
site
Take
and
his
shit
soul.
like that, and like put it in the dirt.
Damn.
Yeah,
Do you
Make
know,
him
do you know who
dead.
Robbie Lawler is? The UFC
Oh, yeah.
fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Robbie Lawler and Tyron Woodley were doing a morning show, like Channel 6 News, like on a Tuesday, and the guy was interviewing and was like, "So you said that you wanted to like beat him up really bad or blah 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 blah." He's like, "I want to take his soul." And he's like, "No, I seriously." He's like, "There's nothing funny about it. I want to take his soul." It reminds me of the same shit with Brian Dawkins.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm going to eat his soul.
Yeah, no, he's like, I want to see how bad he wants it. Came across the field.
Gino, your top 5.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
I'll probably just agree with Mo's list, honestly.
Okay.
It's a pretty good list.
If you don't, I think if our generation doesn't have Big Ben in there, bro, there's a problem. No lie.
Which is
I won't lie.
which is like
won't lie.
he's got
I-
2 rings, right? Like,
Can I put Mahomes over A-Rod?
Oh, actually-
here's the deal, dude. Is like, I saw that motherfucker 2 times a year. You want to talk
Hold
about
on.
Mahomes, dog? I
And my
saw
mom's a
that.
Bears fan, bro,
I
so,
saw that
yeah, I
motherfucker
know.
twice.
I know,
a
bro,
year.
I
Oh,
know,
dude,
I know.
him and Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, like
Don't even mention
Dogs.
DA in this.
So-
house.
dogs. What do you mean?
I'm
I
gonna.
just hate Devontae.
I'm
Adams,
gonna-
Hey,
bro.
I bet you do. 'cause
Oh,
he's
him
so
in L,
bullshit.
bro, him in LA though, dude. Him with
No, it's
Matthew
gonna be-
Stafford.
it's-
Oh
no,
my
it's gonna be
god,
disgusting.
him with Sean McVay.
Yeah, no.
Hey.
I think yeah. Sorry,
So
go
I
ahead.
agree with your list, except I'm gonna take Big Ben off and put Matthew Stafford on there.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
bro.
see, that's what I'm saying. Mahomes is not fucking in there. So I think that's an honorable mention for me. Is Matt Stafford's just fucking right? It's like 5. He's like 5B right there.
So I'm going Tom, Peyton, Drew, A-Rod, Mahomes, and then my 6 is going to be Big Ben. 7 was going to be Matthew Stafford.
See, and I think Mahomes. See, I think I need to think back a little bit because there was some fucking quarterbacks, dude.
There's some names here. I mean, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning.
We're talking about
And Eli, bro, was
We're
fuck.
talking about the only dude besides Foles to beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
And he did it twice.
Twice.
Bro. Hey, I'm an Eli Homer.
Eli
bro.
Manning-
Eli Manning
Those
is
two,
probably
he
number
has
7.
2 of
Hey.
the most impressive Super Bowl wins.
Eli
bro.
Manning never won a playoff game outside of those 2 runs.
So
Which
whatever
is-
he did
which
those
is
years,
I don't give a fuck. It's still legendary.
He went on
No, I
two
just think
legendary.
I just think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy though. I just think that's crazy.
Eli Manning has the biggest upset in Super Bowl history, and another really
The
impressive win because he
second
beat Tom
biggest
Brady.
upset.
Because he fucking, dude, no, like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, some of the top throws you could ever watch in your life, Eli Manning has one of them. for sure.
The
Two of them.
the helmet
bro.
catch.
Yeah, the helmet catch.
See,
I think the
hold on.
Manningham one
Is
way
the
better,
helmet
bro.
catch a good throw or just a good catch?
I think it's
I
an all
think
around
it's
good
all around.
play.
Dude,
Good
See, but the
play.
man-
He like have to
He
like
put
break
it
out his
here.
heel,
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Fucking got,
sack and
dude.
shit,
I
like-
think Seymour had it, bro.
See,
Had
but then
his
the
ass,
throw to
bro.
Manningham though is fucking
Dude,
insane.
back your
dude.
end zone, lob it up, and it's literally the only spot this fucker literally put his hands to. The only other one that is like you got, especially if what he said in the huddle is true, he's like, get there. San Antonio Holmes, just fucking get there. I'm gonna get you the ball.
That play that's probably the greatest.
Can we
throw and
watch that
catch.
throw? Can we watch that throw? Is that cool if we watch that real quick? I didn't know we had Big Ben guys on the pod. Look,
I love Big Ben, bro.
oh, bro, Big Ben in some games,
No,
bro.
yeah,
Big Ben.
Yeah.
I got an argument with this fool about this one. I don't know if you watched him, Joe Flacco.
That's also another fucking legendary Super Bowl.
Joe
run.
Flacco.
Yeah.
Joe
He
Flacco
had
was
one good year, bro.
Okay.
No, they were in the mix,
so then
bro.
Drew
They were
Brees
in the
had
mix,
one good
bro.
year.
But it wasn't
yeah,
just
yeah.
Joe Flacco, bro. It was that defense, dude.
No, but Joe
Okay, so
Flacco was
Aaron
the
Rodgers
reason they
had
won
one
some of
good
those
year?
games.
Yeah, but he was an MVP 4 times.
See, the whole A-Rod debate, it's kind of crazy he didn't win another Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, I will give Joe Flacco his flowers that he won that Super Bowl.
That
okay?
season was
Okay?
fucking gnarly.
But it was led by that defense all
Of
year
course,
until
bro.
the playoffs because he didn't throw a pick all playoffs.
I'm so glad the Ravens won that game.
That's what I'm saying.
I did
But-
not want to see the Niners win.
Okay,
that.
but look, what I will say about A-Rod is it always goes down to the quarterback when you're one of the greatest. You know what I mean? But he has 4 MVPs, bro.
Which is why I don't put
And he only
Mahomes
has
in my
one Super
top
Bowl.
5
He only has
because
one Super Bowl to show for it, okay? I will say that right now.
Guys,
But-
you got to remember about Pat Mahomes. He's been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls.
no, I know.
So
Unfortunately.
that's a stat in itself that, bro, you can't. You gotta at some point.
He's in my 5. He's
you
in my
gotta
5 that
call-
I've seen,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta call it what it is, bro. Like, and this is coming from a fucking Raider fan. I hate Kansas City as a Raider fan, but the non-biased side of me, dude, that fool's a fucking dog, bro. That fool's the truth, dude. That fool is the truth, and you don't want to play him, bro. You don't want to play
Okay.
him. Ask Baltimore, ask fucking Buffalo, ask Buffalo. Ask Buffalo,
That's
bro.
Cincinnati, bro.
And you know what? If we were talking about best throwing talents that I've seen with my own eyes, you know who is in my top 5? Dead ass, and I'll argue it. The best thrower I've seen, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is one of them, bro. Joe Burrow is
Joe
one of those
Cool,
fools,
man.
bro.
Joe Cool.
That run,
Bro,
Joe Bird.
have you seen
Joe
the video
Bird.
like goes over the stats of last season? Like he carried his team to so many wins last year because the defense is such dog shit.
that Bengals
my
defense
God.
was fucking
Because
garbage.
they put up more than like 33 points in like every game, and
the run that they went on at the end of the season, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are. If
Legendary.
they got in, bro, they could have ran over anybody.
Oh, yeah.
They could have gave it to anybody. I think a Bengals-Eagles Super Bowl would be fucking interesting. I
honorable-
will be honest.
honorable mention for quarterback I love to watch, Tony Romo.
Hey, Tony Romo wasn't bad, bro. Tony Romo wasn't bad.
He's
The only
he's
reason
top,
Tony
he's
got
got,
shit-
I would say he's probably like top 20 all time.
Top 20 quarterback all time?
I mean, where else would you put
Well, I
him?
don't even know.
You're
if I like-
cracked out, Mo.
I wouldn't. No, you can't.
You are
can't
cracked
have
the
all
fuck
quarterbacks
out.
of all
No
time.
MVPs,
okay.
no
There's
Super
all-
Bowls,
you gotta
dude.
Okay.
do the old heads, bro. There's at least 15, 20 guys from the
All right,
old era that
retracted,
got to argue.
redacted. All right,
But
that's
Tony
statement.
Romo was fun to watch. That fool was a gunslinger too.
Yeah, dude. I just
He was a gunslinger too.
Because when they're out there
That's
and
my
they're just
quarterback.
slinging it, that's my quarterback.
That's my
I
quarterback.
fucking love that.
T.O.
Dude, tough.
dog.
Imagine being one-on-one with T.O., bro.
Oh, you're cooked.
That fucking year they went 13-3.
Cooked.
Blew his fucking knee out and still played in the Super Bowl like a couple weeks later. Still put up, what do you have,
For the
fucking
Eagles,
11
right?
catches or some shit?
For the Eagles
Dude,
against
you
the
guys
Patriots.
want to know the craziest stat that makes one of the worst loss in Super Bowl history even crazier? I want you guys to guess how many targets Julio Jones had in the Super Bowl
like
against the
16?
Patriots.
No, I think he had like four.
Oh,
4.
no fucking way.
God, look
Matt
it up. I
Ryan-
knew I
Matt
had to
Ryan,
save
no.
for your ass because I knew you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Four. I'm
Julio
almost,
Jones
Man,
only
they didn't
got
throw, They
4.
didn't throw to him.
How
not
are you
once.
not throwing to him every single
How are
play?
you not giving him 15?
No,
There's not a corner on fucking
I might
on the
give him
Patriots
20.
side.
Dude.
That was Vegas that called. That's why.
I might not throw the ball to anyone else.
How do you go up 28-3 and then just like, dude? That's the most immense choke I've ever.
Tell me that.
You know what? If it's that, I'm giving him the ball on the ground.
You might run a flag sweep, bro.
I'm putting him in the backfield.
How the fuck is Matt Ryan? Can you throw him 4 times?
2017, right?
Yeah.
Was he not? No. What I'm saying, was he not the best receiver in the league?
Julio Jones was number one. It's Antonio Brown, bro.
D-Hop.
No,
Antonio Brown, bro.
Antonio Brown.
I'd probably go Julio, then D-Hop was in there.
D-Hop was in that mix, though.
That was Texans D-Hop, right?
That was also kind of getting into the mix. Mike Evans,
I think the
too.
year after this
Mike Evans
was the year that D-Hop had that year where he had no drops.
I think that was 2017 or 20 because he got traded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was the year
because it was 2 years before he got traded, right?
Yeah, I think it was a year after that the Falcons Super Bowl.
2018.
Well, no, because that was the 2016 season was the
2018 season.
But the Super Bowl was like February 2017.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
See, but even Julio was argued as a top 5 player in the league.
Julio Jones at that time. If I was the owner and I'm not even fucking with you. If I was the owner and I'm watching this game and I don't see enough touches to Julio Jones, I'm making a call.
Yeah,
I'm calling Quinn and I'm being like, hey, dude, what the fuck are we doing?
Literally give him a slant.
That's when I would insert myself into the game and be like, yo, dude.
Best player of the fucking football.
As last time I checked, we got a guy that's wearing number 11. That's a fucking cheat code.
Just put the ball in his vicinity.
Just if he drops the ball, I don't give a fuck. Throw him the ball.
Had he had a better quarterback, dude, he could have been like Megatron.
Let's not forget that Matt Ryan isn't cold.
No, I'm talking.
That was MVP Matt Ryan, wasn't it? So that was Matt Ryan's
at his
peak, bro.
At his peak, right? But like after that, like that was the kind of decline of Matt Ryan, and his kind of like Julio's.
Well, the psychology, bro, it's big, dude.
Julio's career kind of tanked. He went to Philly, right?
No, he went to fucking.
He was with the Titans.
No,
first.
yeah,
He went to
Titans.
then he went to
No,
Philly.
he went to the Colts, dude. Matt Ryan played for the Colts.
No, we're talking Julio. We're talking Julio. Julio went
from
to the Titans.
The Falcons
because he played
to the Titans.
Because he played 1 year with AJ.
Because he went to play with AJ Brown.
Then after that, he signed with Philly.
He didn't do shit when he
I
played.
think he
with
played
AJ
a
Brown.
couple games.
He got 1 touchdown.
With you guys?
Yeah, he got 1 touchdown with us.
It was at the start of the Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, and
no, that was the year. That was the year you guys lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that was the year.
Julio was on the team that year.
That was the year.
I think that was
the year after.
No, I think Julio was on your guys' team, bro.
I think he was there in the Super Bowl.
Julio was there in the Super Bowl.
I'm almost certain.
I'm like almost 100% certain he played in that game.
I'm looking right now.
I'm almost 100% certain you're wrong. No,
I'm 100% certain you're fucking full of shit.
Okay, yeah. He had 19 targets all year. That's fucking nuts. Oh, he played in Tampa 2022.
Oh, yeah.
He went from Atlanta, then to Tennessee, then Tampa, then us.
Oh, I forgot he went to Tampa.
I forgot that, too.
Did he win a ring with Tampa?
He didn't win a ring at all.
No, because I think he went there the year after Tampa won.
That was after.
Dude, that's honestly a crazy trio. If it... Julio, Mike Evans, and fucking Chris Godwin.
I feel like Julio didn't do shit.
No, he didn't. No, that's not... I have the stats right here. Hold on.
Chris Godwin and Mike Evans as a duo.
Top.
Crazy.
Oh no.
One of the best duos I've seen.
Underrated for sure.
In our era, it's
there's not that many duos in the league right now that have a ring together either.
I think
they're one of the
Chase
teams.
And T. Higgins will go down as one of the craziest fucking duos of all time. Dude, I really think T. Higgins is gonna fucking have a crazy year next year, bro.
I still think Philly has him beat.
I can't. Do you think in your heart of hearts? Do you think T. Higgins and Jamar Chase is worse than Devontae Smith and AJ Brown? You're 100% non-biased. They're not Eagles players.
I think that they feed off each other better than Jamar and T do.
Gavin, any hope here?
I'm with you, bro.
You can't argue that, bro.
You know what I'll say? You know what I'll say? Only one set has a fucking Super Bowl ring. And they both scored a touchdown in that Super Bowl.
And they both went nuclear. Yeah, they both went nuclear.
That's
AJ
all
Brown went nuclear the first
That's
Super
what I'm
Bowl
saying.
too, bro.
They played well all season. There was never not a game where they were not fucking balling out. I'm just gonna keep it like that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
one of them.
You know what else solidifies Jalen? Or what were you arguing about AJ? And you got AJ and Devontae in your fantasy?
Yeah,
That's why you're saying this. That's why you're saying this because you follow.
I watched them all year long.
But did you follow Jamar and T Higgins?
Yeah, I played against them a bunch.
Oh my
when
god,
T Higgins
bro.
had that 50 fucking point fantasy game, dude. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
insane.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
T Higgins. No.
I will
I'm not
die on
saying,
that
hey,
hill, bro.
It's like 1A and 1B. Like they're fucking right.
What
there.
I'm gonna say about
Personally,
this though
I take-
too is, I think Jamar is a better receiver than AJ Brown is, but it's not by much. Okay, we run.
Stop, Kaiser.
No, I'm not saying he's fucking.
Are we talking last year or in general?
in general?
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
not
was
going
gonna
off
say-
just 1 year.
I was gonna say I think you guys are underselling.
No.
the fact that Jamar Chase. Was
Jamar
literally
Chase
not
is a
human
fucking
last year.
alien, dude. But they don't have a defense to back it up, so they can't run the ball. So they only can pass the ball.
I think them not
Because
paying
they were
Joe
down.
Mixon was kind of stupid. I
Exactly.
won't lie to you,
but
bro.
Chase Brown fucking balled out. Okay, but
One of you
hopefully
guys
he keeps
called
going
that
on.
fool going off before he started going off.
I
think it
drafted
was
him all
one of
over the
you
place,
guys,
dude.
bro.
Did you draft him in the Felon League?
yeah, bro, I
And then
drafted
you
him all.
dropped him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But what I will say about this argument, Jamar Chase is the best receiver out of the four.
Ooh,
AJ's right.
A lady.
AJ's right behind
Bernal.
him. AJ Brown is right
so
behind
lady.
Jamar.
Bernal.
But I
Yo,
think
so lady.
I think Devontae Smith is a better receiver than T Higgins is.
I don't think so.
We are talking about a Saban product.
I think
dog.
T Higgins
Nah,
could be
bro,
a number one
Devontae-
receiver, and
Devontae
I
Smith-
don't think
Devontae Smith won a
Fucking-
Heisman, bro.
Yeah, no, a
So?
national championship, a Heisman, and a Super Bowl all in the span of like.
They
What,
could
4
both be
years?
number ones on any team, damn near, dude.
And T Higgins and Jamar Chase can't.
I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't
just
say he
said
couldn't.
any of them could
All four of them
all
are
four
number
of them
one
are
receivers.
We
number
can agree on
ones.
that. We can agree on that. We
I-
can agree on that.
My team.
Devontae
Hey,
Smith could go get paid by somebody big. AJ Brown is already up there, so he's gonna get fucking paid by anybody, right?
I think AJ Brown is. I think, and on the argument of the whole receivers, I think AJ Brown is definitely top 4. I think the
it's
three
Justin
before
Jefferson,
him are
Jamar Chase.
Jetta, CD, AJ Brown.
see,
I
and,
think those
and I
four-
have,
See,
and
I
I just
think-
have AJ and CD switched.
Yeah, I
but
think
I could
AJ
see the argument
I
for
think-
both.
You could argue that.
Yeah,
You could
but see,
argue
I would.
that.
You wouldn't put T Higgins over CeeDee Lamb.
I would put T Higgins at number 5.
What?
T Higgins
Yeah,
at
see,
number
I think
6
I
even.
think T Higgins better than CD.
I think T Higgins is severely underrated, bro. I think he is severely underrated in the scheme of football. Real shit.
I'm not saying nothing.
What's your list? What's your list? Give me your top 5.
My top 5, it would probably be similar to yours, except I don't think I would have T Higgins at 5.
T Higgins is right there, bro. If he's not 5, he's number 6 or 7 for sure.
Well,
I think the Bengals
actually,
have 2 top 10
see, and
receivers. I think the Bengals have
I
2
think
top
I
10
put Mike
receivers.
Evans at 5. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have this argument real quick.
I would put Mike Evans at number 5.
How many
Thank you
games?
for mentioning
How many
that.
games has T Higgins not had Jamar Chase?
He had a few last year.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
did
say
he go off every game?
I think so. Yeah.
pretty close.
He had a
Okay.
game where he had like
T
50
Higgins was
points.
like T Higgins was
No,
pretty
T.
literally
Higgins,
had,
not
3
Jamar
or 4
Chase.
touchdowns
Yeah,
in
T
one
Higgins
game
had a
this year.
game where he put up like 50
No
points.
fucking way,
Against
dude.
Denver, bro.
No, I'm telling. No, I
dude.
I didn't just
No.
bullshit that for real. T Higgins had a 50-point fantasy game last year.
I think
like 57
he
or something
also
like
had
that.
another 40 points.
He had 900 yards last year.
T Higgins.
He had okay. I'm gonna say only. He had 73 catches, 900 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
Solid.
He had a
That's not top 5.
Look at what Jamar Chase did though.
I understand that.
What did
but
Jamar Chase have? 19.
18.
18. Jesus Christ, bro.
But I just don't
think T.
see.
Higgins had a
Fuck,
couple-
no, I can't put. Oh, dude, I gotta put Tyreek Hill in there.
Nope.
no.
He's
Sorry,
done.
I think Tyreek's in the tail end of his career.
Nah, I
J.
think he'll
Jet,
bounce back this year. I
J
think
Jet,
he'll bounce back.
Jamar, AJ.
CD's got to be in your top 5, dude.
Yeah,
I don't take no CD Lamb slander. I don't
Okay,
take any
well,
CeeDee
then I'm
Lamb
putting
slander.
Mike Evans and then CeeDee Lamb.
See, you could argue that. You could argue that.
Where are we putting Nico then?
Oh,
6.
fuck, bro. Yeah.
See,
no,
well,
sorry,
see,
T,
I
bro.
think
T
Nico
might
Collins
not.
is better than CD personally.
Are we?
Ooh, bro.
Obviously,
Dude, Nico
injury.
fucking
Hey,
No, Nico
Collins.
fucking Collins. If he did not get hurt last year, he
Okay,
was
guys,
fucking
you got me
legendary.
tripping.
hold on.
now.
Okay, but
I
I'm
got
gonna
Nico
throw one
number
more
5.
name in this mix.
Okay.
Fucking Cooper Cup, dude. Let's not forget
Nah.
fucking Cooper Cup.
Puka Nakua.
Puka.
See,
Cooper
okay,
Kupp's still
okay,
better.
Jordan Addison though, dude. I would
No,
like,
no.
You don't think Jordan Addison's up there
Jordan
yet?
Hold on.
Addison needs to have a year where he fucking snaps, and it's coming.
I think he had a pretty good year last year.
That's what I'm saying. No, him.
I mean, he needs one of those years where it's like
like a blow up year,
yeah,
like contract.
Because then you could argue that duo.
No, that duo is already fucking pretty good.
Whoever's the fucking Robin to Justin Jefferson, he should be all right. I don't know.
You should have fucking 1,000 yards every year.
You should be running the cleanest routes in football.
JJ McCarthy, I think, is going to be pretty good, dude.
Hey, if they're saying what they're saying,
Justin Jefferson doesn't go to OTAs. Where was he this year with JJ? OTAs.
Hey, I will say, if Justin Jefferson signed off on being okay with McCarthy, that's something. Because he's played with who? Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold.
Which I mean, Sam Darnold is the worst of those three for sure.
Yeah,
by far, right?
I mean, last year's Sam Darnold, those last two games were just so bad.
I don't know.
I really feel like those last two games he played were just shit on everything else he did, bro.
Oh yeah, no, it looked like fucking New York Sam Darnold again, which is like really shitty to say because whole season he played great.
Yeah,
dude,
that's what they're talking about. They're worried about in Seattle. There's some Seattle fans.
That's a big contract to give somebody.
They're talking about how
they could get out after 1 year, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I thought Seattle had a good offensive line, though.
Charles Cross is really fucking good. I think Charles Cross is a really good.
Who's their other tackle?
Abraham Lucas, I think his name is.
I thought they solidified their book
in the one draft. They got it down, but I think it's their interior line. They just drafted fucking Gray Zabel from North Dakota State, which was.
This dog just farted on me.
Yikes. No, I did, what's it called? We could transition a little bit into the finals because we got game 2 coming up today.
No, wait, no.
Okay,
we got to finish this top 5 receiver thing.
Okay. Do your thing.
Did you finish? What was your number 5?
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Mike Evans. Right now,
slander, dog.
I'm not lying to you, bro. I can't believe CeeDee's not. I really can't believe that.
That's not even my Cowboys bias talking.
I think
that's football, just straight football. Him and Oklahoma,
I'm telling you, I think
dog.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not good. He's probably number 5. I don't think there's another better receiver right now that puts up the same consistent numbers. But
I'm definitely taking Higgins and putting Nico Collins in mine. Yeah,
for number 5.
Yeah.
See, but that's who I would put Nico. I don't know. I think Nico and CeeDee is probably a tie for 5.
I think if this Jaden Higgins guy ends up being anything like they think he's gonna be, they're gonna be a problem, bro. Houston's offense will be nasty as fuck.
Yeah, they just drafted 2 receivers.
They said Jaden Higgins when they drafted him. Daniel Jeremiah's comp to him was Nico Collins. So you have another 6'4", 6'5" receiver, Collins. Bro. Who was the corner that was talking about Nico Collins? Who was that fucking guy? There was a corner that mentioned guarding him, bro. It's like he's a basketball player.
That's crazy. Dude.
He's a basketball player. He's a faster Mike Evans, if that's the truth. Because Mike Evans, we looked it up. He ran a 4.5. Nico ran what? 4.4 what?
Something like that, yeah.
Come on.
But Nico wasn't even that dude fucking his second year.
Nico wasn't even anything in college, bro. That's
and then he just fucking pops off,
Nico Collins at Michigan and Texas, he wasn't the guy. So that's all. Whoever give the credit to the receiver coach for the Texans.
My 5 it goes Jettas, Chase, AJ, CeeDee, Mike Evans. That's my 5 right there.
I think that's pretty.
You guys know. You guys know that me and Gavin go back and forth, but CeeDee's he's that dude, bro.
CeeDee's the truth.
When you wear number 88 for fucking
Dallas,
you have to bring it, dude.
Yeah.
That was Irvin's, right?
Your Michael Irvin just wouldn't co-sign on that.
That was Michael Irvin, right? Yeah. That was his number.
No, who was the one before him?
He never got that number retired. Honestly,
Drew Pearson was number 88, and then it was
they don't want to retire it.
Dude, I
think that's like hella.
Hey, that's like dumbass for fucking the Giants trying to get Lawrence Taylor to sign off.
Oh, that was.
It was him and Phil Simms. Dude, you're fucking cracked out if you think that you're gonna fucking go with
Phil Simms. Even Phil Simms.
What I'm saying.
You're gonna wear 2 legends numbers and you're gonna get their approval.
Oh,
you gotta be.
If I was LT, I would have been like, motherfucker,
you gotta
tripped out. Talk to me.
You gotta be a certain kind of caliber of a player to even request something.
Abdul Carter is gonna be a fucking demon, bro.
Their defensive line.
I think that guy's gonna have so many one-on-one opportunities.
Gino, I want you to know in the NFC East, that defensive line is fucking nuts.
I'm telling you, they're going to beat some teams they're not supposed to beat.
I don't see them getting more than 7 wins though.
I think they get 6. I think they get 6. I think 6.
Okay.
I think they pick high again next year, and I think they end up trying to get another receiver.
Do we see them? Okay, here's a comp for it. What team is better, the Patriots or the Giants?
Giants right now. And the Patriots, the Giants. Patriots don't. I mean, well, they did just get Diggs. Drake May's actually got a weapon to throw to this year, so I mean that might change.
Don't sleep on Kyle Williams either. For the
I just think this is a good comp. I just think this is a good comp.
I'm shouting him out because nobody really like watching.
I don't think I'm familiar with him.
He Washington State, bro. He's so good.
They got Travion Henderson too.
So
that's the one. Because I'm a Ramondre guy.
Hey, they got Drake May some help this year. I think that kid's the fucking truth.
In our dynasty league, bro, I just, dude, I was in like a 2-week
his draft class. I said he was the best. I still think he was the best quarterback in that draft class.
I thought it went Caleb Drake. I thought.
I think it went. Bo Nix was in that class.
I had Caleb Drake, Jaden, Penix, and Bo. That's how I had that.
Oh, see, I thought Bo was like top 3 or 4.
No, I wasn't that big. I won't even. I'm not
even. He was the second best quarterback in that class.
I'm an Oregon fan, so I watched Bo Nix play all year. He almost threw for like 4,000 yards that season at Oregon, dog.
Or actually, I stand corrected because actually I had McCarthy after Daniels. So Daniels.
Yeah,
McCarthy,
Daniels. I wasn't a big. And I'll even state this. I wasn't a big fan of Daniels when he was at LSU because like they weren't playing that great of football. Besides him, like it was a lot of offensive shootouts.
Yeah.
There was that defense that year was kind of selling his shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as he made this playoff run this last year,
but it's also just a
like
truth. It's a testament to how good
that kid's the fucking truth.
Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors are too, bro. Like, dude, man.
Wide receiver university.
Oh, bro, it's
Thank you for Brian Thomas.
To come out with dude.
Brian Thomas is.
Brian. No, hey,
awesome.
dude. My homies put me on Brian Thomas last year too. I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. He's definitely. I would say probably what you probably put him.
There's not that big of a gap between Neighbors and Thomas.
Well, I'm
comfortable
you put him in top 15.
Let's give him some more time. He's played 1 season.
I do hate that shit. Though.
I do hate that shit. That everybody loves the
Neighbors narrative.
No. I hate the new hotness that they're a top 10 receiver right after their rookie year. That shit drives me nuts, bro. It drives me fucking nuts.
He said top 15.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just saying
because he is the number one for the Jags.
Yeah.
So you could argue, are there 15 better number ones than Brian Thomas?
Hey, and they released Gabe Davis.
For the Birds, bro.
For the Birds.
No, I was just saying they released him. So
that shows how much they got. I mean, that's a good point.
See,
but
15 better number 1 receivers right now. You think you can come up with them?
Yeah.
Name 15 better than Brian Thomas. Homie shit. We already know 5 of them.
All right.
So you already got 8. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go through the NFC East first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Scary Terry's better than Brian Thomas.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
AJ Brown. That's 3 right there. We'll say Neighbors and Brian Thomas are neck and neck.
Okay.
Okay.
And this argument, Neighbors ain't top.
Devonta's better. Devonta Smith is definitely better than him.
I would say yes.
I also think so.
But
he's a fucking elite route
That's
runner,
whoever
dude.
Fucking has their list. Okay. What division next?
That's 4.
So
AFC.
I'm saying
AFC
Neighbors.
East.
I'm saying Neighbors are him and Neighbors are the same right now.
Okay, go NFC,
for this argument.
NFC
Scary
West.
Terry,
AFC
AJ,
East.
Devontae, and
CD.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, next division.
What's the next division?
AFC East.
AFC East.
Wait, let's stay in division.
We are.
Yeah. NFC East. Then we went to AFC East.
Oh,
NFC East. Okay, so
okay.
Let's see. That's the Patriots. They don't have. I don't think Diggs is on that level no more. He still could be it, but Buffalo
coming off an ACL.
Miami.
I think Tyreek Hill's better than Brian Thomas.
Yeah, okay.
Overall,
I agree. That's what.
Jalen Waddle's too. They're both injury prone, but
I think Waddle is.
He's kind of fizzled out already. Okay,
I had a big hopes for that fool.
I say Garrett Wilson's a better player than Brian Thomas.
That's crazy. I don't think I agree with that one.
No. Garrett Wilson's the truth. Garrett Wilson is
really.
The truth. Oh yeah, for
bro.
sure.
I don't know.
But I would say that's a. Very
I would say that
close
he's in that grouping with them.
Okay, so that's
him. Neighbors.
7? Is that 7?
6.
6. Okay.
Okay, what's the next division?
Let's go NFC South.
So that's Bears division, right?
No. NFC South.
Saints.
Oh, okay. So Mike Evans is better.
Yep.
Okay.
Chris Olave, I would say, is in that grouping right there.
Stop.
I swear, bro.
Right now?
Godwin's better than Brian Thomas.
Okay.
Even.
Okay.
And then the Panthers, they ain't got They don't have. I mean, we'll see what McMillan does.
And McMillan, I think don't sleep on the Panthers. By the way,
Xavier Leggette's not better than him.
No.
Okay. Drake London is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, Drake London's up.
I'm gonna say he's better than.
I think Drake London needs to have top 10 conversation.
Exactly,
bro.
Okay, so how many is that now? 9.
9.
So now we're in AFC South.
All I'm gonna say about this, Brian, he was third in yards last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
1 year though.
AFC
1
South,
year though.
AFC
87
South.
catches.
87 catches.
12,
Holy
12
shit.
or 1,282 yards.
Damn.
10 touchdowns.
Okay.
Damn.
So AFC South now.
So Jags are obviously there.
Nico.
Okay.
The Jags have Brian Thomas or whatever. The Titans don't have nobody. And then who is it? The Colts? No,
I don't think they.
So there's
Michael
only the
Pittman?
2.
Yeah,
I'm not putting Pittman above Michael Thomas. He's too.
We'll see what happens with.
He's
Daniel
wishy-washy,
Jones. I think
bro.
Daniel. We'll see. What if Daniel Jones revives his career? Bro? That'd be crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So AFC South, NFC South, and the East is done. Let's go.
AFC West.
AFC North.
AFC North with fucking.
Since he's got 2 of them,
They got 2 right there. And then
Fuck, he might be right. I mean,
I'm not saying.
To be fair, we
DK.
said number 1 receivers.
DK
We
is.
said number 1
Okay,
receivers.
but if you have 2 receivers that are better than him, then you have 2 receivers better than him.
Touche.
Okay, DK I think is a better player. He's just injury prone like a motherfucker. We saw that all last year when we saw Seattle play. He'd get hit and go out. But pure raw talent, DK is a fucking alien, dude.
Yeah, DK is not. He's not human.
Okay,
He's not human.
and then the Browns don't have nobody in the fucking. Who else?
Ravens,
The
they got
Ravens.
shit.
I mean, Zay Flowers, but he's behind Brian Thomas, but he's in that same grouping. I would say he's a number 1, but he's not up to that level. Okay, who's next? What division?
NFC North.
NFC North.
Jeddah.
Yep.
Amon Ra. It's over.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah, it's
And
over.
then fucking Jordan Addison he's right behind Brian
I think
Thomas.
you got some Bears receivers you're missing too, though.
DJ
That's what I'm
Moore.
saying on what we just named off. It's
DJ
already
Moore
over.
is I think DJ Moore is
But to
better
be
than
fair, if you were saying number 1, there's only 1 receiver per team. He's top 15. He's top 15 for sure.
Yeah.
He is.
You gotta
Third
think
in
about
yards.
it.
Third
You
in
gotta
yards,
think about
bro.
it.
But that's 1 year.
With dude, and he played with fucking Mac Jones, bro.
No, yeah.
Come on,
T. Lawrence
dude. Come on.
T. Lawrence got hurt in the beginning of the year.
Nick Saban product.
Alabama's never been good for. Alabama's never been known for producing good quarterbacks.
There for a minute they weren't. And
No,
then they
for
turned it
shit.
around.
See, and
Turned it
Okay,
around.
Brian
Jalen Hurts,
Tom-
I'll give it to you. Tua's turned out to be somebody that wasn't
Jalen
that
Hurts
great.
was an Oklahoma
AJ
quarterback.
McCarron wasn't that great
Yeah,
back in the day.
I say that. I say he learned how to play quarterback from Lincoln Riley, but
Who?
Hurts.
Oh, for
Jalen
sure.
Hurts, yeah.
At Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That was when that's when he cut his dreads off. He fresh reset. Yeah.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma was fucking nasty.
First day in, he went in and was squatting with the fucking defensive and offensive line and shit. That's badass.
Trying to set the tone.
What's this list, bro? Let's get into a list. We're kind of getting
Well,
close to the game.
do
so.
we need to? Do I need to keep going?
No, we already know. You proved your point. But we'll meet in the middle because you make sense. But my original argument was 1 receiver from every team.
Fair enough.
Number 1 guy. Brian Thomas is top 15. Because there's some teams that don't got
Still
anybody.
think you could do the
I still think Lad McConkey's in that same
If we're
argument
talking,
with him.
if we're talking,
That's
top
a white
5,
boy. That's Cole, boy.
Who's the best tight end in football?
See,
Right now?
look, I'm not going to say it because it's just 1 year. Kelsey's still the guy, dude.
Brock Bowers is the best. He's the best.
See,
pass
but
catcher.
that's your bias though, because
That's no
you're a
bias.
Raider fan.
That's
Yes,
no bias, bro.
I would put Trey McBride over him right
okay.
See, that's the thing. He's a rookie.
about-
I
what
want to
about
see it
T-Hawk?
more than 1 year. Hey, look.
now. Why do we say this about
hang on,
quarterbacks?
hang
Hold on. Yeah, yeah.
The thing. I want to see Brock Bowers
Look at
do
me
it more
with a
than 1
straight
year.
face
No, hang on,
and
just
tell
listen.
me. Look at me with a straight face and tell me Trey McBride is better than Brock Bowers right
Trey
now.
McBride didn't have a fucking touchdown all last year.
Thank you.
Not a
look,
fucking
They
touchdown
had to
until the
force
very
it
end
to
of the
him.
year.
They had to force it to him.
I-
Brock was playing with AOC and got fucking Gardner Minshew. Fuck out of here.
I definitely think Brock is going to continue to be good, but look at Kyle Pitts. He had a really good rookie year and then has done nothing since.
No, but
I don't think that's the
I don't think that's
you
gonna be
guys
the
gotta
case.
Sit here and eat
Hey,
your fucking
hey,
words.
hey,
I'm not saying I think that's going to be the case. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Seto, I have told you that Brock Bowers is a fucking demon, dude. I'm not saying that he's not, bro.
A problem.
I understand that.
Is that taco truck open?
I don't know. I don't think they're open on Sundays.
You want to go to Campos or what?
Whew, that could be a good thing.
Let's
But
do
I got
that.
2 lists to go through for you guys.
Let's get to these lists and then let's wrap this
Hey,
up.
why are you trying to wrap it up so much?
The game's about to start.
in fucking 2.5 hours.
This fool, yeah. All right, so this one's on the NFL side. The next one's different. I'll say that.
All right.
Okay. This one is NFL players. What I did is I went through position groups: quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end. I did 2 tackles, 2 guards, a center, and then I went DN, D tackle, 2 linebackers, a corner, and a safety. Okay? So you don't know who is going to be in what rank, but I'm going to go down just kind of like a depth chart. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, first player, C.J. Stroud. This is 15 players.
So we're ranking the players?
Yep, it's a blind draft, but you don't know who's going to come next. So
15.
He did this to us last week. Okay. Let me fill Gino in real quick. He did this to us last week with basketball players. And the players he picked were just
Like
out of left
like
field.
3 like top tier players,
And then there was just
and then just kind of like fucking
role
like
players.
fish in the fucking barrel.
this one was a better list that I put together.
okay. So
But it's not like the top.
Are we
of
talking
each-
upper echelon players?
Yes, it's not role
No
players.
middle of the road players.
Not really, no.
Okay. So let's think about that for the NFL. I would say C.J. Stroud's a good 13.
I was thinking like 12. So
Yeah.
like,
What do you think?
Hey, at least you guys aren't starting 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, thank you.
the list, dog.
Hey, go fuck yourself, Mo.
Yeah, you'd like me to do that, wouldn't you?
Hey.
So only if I watch it.
I'm like, Settle,
I
get the
think-
mic ready.
Yeah, for real. I'm the sound
I
guy.
think with his sophomore slump this last year, kind of like put my faith.
This
in
is what we're
Chiefs.
talking-
Start,
My-
we
this is-
witnessed
this
the
is
whole
like-
demise,
my-
bro.
This
like-
is what we're talking about, that one and done type shit. Because he had a great rookie year, and then he played like shit sophomore
I
year.
see what you're saying.
I'm not saying
So-
I'm not saying that these players aren't
What'd
great,
you
bro.
guys say? You
I
said,
still think Brock
you
Bowers
said
is the best tight end in
12,
football
12?
last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said
think
13. I said 13.
okay.
So you decide where this goes.
Yeah, I think 13's a safe.
I would
bet.
even
If the list is
I would
better
even
than
go
you say it is,
14.
Oh, it's gonna be nuts.
So I think
I would
think
even go 14, bro.
Well, Gino did originally say 15 off rip.
Did you say
I
15?
did, yeah.
Let's go 15.
'Kay, I think
We've
that's-
never done this before.
Okay,
let's
start
start 15.
at the bottom. Let's start. You know what, dude? Maybe we should think about this.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
start from the bottom and go
yeah.
up. Okay.
Okay,
Hit me with it.
Brees Hall.
14.
14. Not even a
I
fucking
think
question.
that's a perfect rank right there already. 14 for sure.
Okay, all right. Just to sidetrack off that, just because it's Brees
There's
Hall.
a lot of hype tied to that name for sure, bro.
How many running backs are better than him?
At least 10.
I know 10 of them. I can name 10 of them.
Okay, all right.
At least
that's all.
10.
That's all I want to know.
Let's figure it out because
The
that's a good
the
argument.
three-headed dragon
Is
is-
Brees Hall top 10? That's a good argument. So,
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So were you gonna say Gibbs, Montgomery?
Oh yeah, the
Okay,
two in
Gibbs,
Detroit.
Montgomery.
Both of them are
The
better.
two in Detroit.
for sure.
The two in fucking Tampa.
Ah.
Derrick Henry. No, the two in Tampa.
Let's
Derrick
the
Henry,
three-headed
Saquon.
dragon.
Let's name this: Saquon, Derrick Henry,
Saquon.
Josh Jacobs.
I would say Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Oh, I'm a
Josh
Joe
Jacobs,
homer.
Joe Mixon,
Joe Mixon.
Aaron Jones.
Kyron Williams.
Aaron Jones. Oh, yeah, Aaron Jones, bro.
No,
Fuck
Aaron
yeah.
Jones is fucking
Kyron
good.
fucking Williams. Kyron Williams.
Kyron
You guys
Williams.
say Saquon, Derrick Henry,
Yeah. So we're at six.
CMC.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey,
Yeah.
yeah,
Is
McCaffrey.
he, is he actually
Top
gonna
10.
play though?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He
That's
said
a good point.
he said he's feeling healthy. So.
McCaffrey. James Cook.
Yeah,
I like
for
James
Bills.
Cook, yeah.
Would you
We're
say
missing
Pacheco?
somebody, man.
I mean, Pacheco's fucking pretty good.
Right, maybe right.
Yeah,
maybe
Pacheco's
same
pretty-
conversation. Maybe same conversation. We're missing
Pollard.
somebody.
Who's the
I
dude?
think Tony Pollard.
Who's the dude on Seattle?
Not bad.
Kenneth
Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Brees Hall is better than Kenneth Walker.
No.
No,
I think same tier.
He's
But
still
my
ahead
thing
of
with
him.
Brees Hall, I think he needs a new team. I think he
Yeah.
just needs a change of
He's
scenery,
coming to the
bro.
Cowboys.
Dude, shit. Imagine if he was the 2 behind fucking Jameer Gibbs, bro. Oh my
Him and
God.
Jameer
Oh
Gibbs
my
together would be
God.
nuts, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
man.
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan,
Bijan.
fuck. Ashton Genty, what do you say?
He hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, I think Brees at 14 is pretty solid, bro. How many other running backs are on this
It's
list?
one running back. I'll go through. You were fucking texting when I was going through it,
I think
but
he said, like,
this
one
is the-
so
quarterback,
there's one quarterback, one running back, a receiver, a tight end, 2 offensive tackles, 2 guards, a center, 1 DN, 1 D tackle, 2 linebackers, 1 corner, 1 safety.
Okay.
Because I had to fill in 2 extra people because it got to 13 with one in
In
each.
this case, us ranking the quarterback at the end, this might not be a good team. Yeah. Let's give somebody else. Run a number. Yeah, run a number.
Okay. The next name is DK Metcalf.
8.
Yeah, I swear I was thinking 9. So 8. I'm cool with
Mo?
8. What's up to you? I put him at 8.
Next name on the list, Trey McBride.
13.
16. No.
I didn't fuck with him at Colorado State. So
McBride, 13.
Yeah. This is the Boise homer coming out of me here, bro. I didn't fuck with him at Colorado State.
Okay. Tristan Wirfs.
5. I think he's premier, bro. Premier.
I could go 5
right
with
now.
Wirfs.
Who the fuck is that?
Tackle
And I didn't put any of our favorite team
He's
players
left tackle
on there.
now.
Yeah.
So he was the right
He
tackle.
played
for
right
Tom.
tackle when
He was
Donovan
Tom's-
Smith was there.
Donovan Smith was.
Yep.
And he's
Okay. Yeah.
better than Donovan Smith.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a ring and Tom Brady fucked with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady might have signed on him.
So
going
Wirfs
there.
is 5?
I think Wirfs is 5. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree with 5.
Especially if he's our left tackle. He's got to be up there.
Panay Sewell.
Ooh.
God, dude, bro. 4.
4?
Yeah, 4.
He's a beast.
He's a dog, dude.
Beast.
You don't get much faster than those two offensive tackles right there. You could argue those are the smoothest movers at offensive tackle in football. You can argue that. You can argue that.
Okay, next one. Quentin Nelson.
Ooh.
I mean, Quentin Nelson now, or are we talking like overall?
Overall player, bro.
Dude, that 1 year.
Dude, he had
That 1
consideration
year,
for offensive rookie of the year as a guard, dude.
No, bro. To be that mean and that physical at guard for sure. I would say 6. I wouldn't say he's. I don't think he's as good as Sewell and Wirfs, but Quentin Nelson is fucking right there.
We could go 7.
Mo?
What do you
who
think?
it is.
He's a guard.
You don't know
for the
Quentin
Colts.
Nelson?
He's a guard for the Colts. Number 56.
You need to start doing your
He
fucking
was
homework,
he
okay?
What he top 3 pick?
I'm a dude.
Top 4?
5,
He's
something
number
like
4, I
I
think.
appreciate the trenches, but like I'm skim level surface when it comes to.
I would say
You
7.
can do your
I would say
research.
7. I'm cool with 7 for Quentin Nelson. I think Wirfs and Sewell are better.
Yeah.
The next one, Chris Lindstrom, guard for the Falcons.
12.
Okay.
I'm good with 12.
Underrated. No, he's not with the Falcons anymore, is he?
No,
Did
he
go to the
signed
Bears?
a fucking mega deal
Who
with
went to
them.
the Bears then? Their center. Their center did.
Yeah.
Their center did. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Creed Humphrey.
Creed's true, bro. 9. Creed's up there, bro. Creed's
Okay.
legit. Oklahoma Creed Humphrey too.
Okay, now we're on the defensive side. Aiden Hutchinson.
What were the receivers?
There's
only
DK,
one.
There's
one
only
receiver.
Oh, okay.
Aiden Hutchinson, top 3.
We got 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, and 11 left.
Okay, 6.
Six.
I'd be cool with 6. I just think that he's that kid's a demon.
Oh, yeah. He's
That
good
kid's
as fuck.
fucking really good.
Okay. Dexter Lawrence.
Fuck 3.
3. He's a
You talk
beast
about a
tackle,
fucking
dude.
game wrecker, bro. Like legit. Not quite Aaron Donald or Chris Jones, in my opinion.
Watch this.
'Cause
I was about to say, like, TJ Watt next.
I think Aaron Donald. Yeah, I think D-Law. Or yeah,
Dexter Lawrence.
yeah.
Next one, Nick Bolton.
Ooh.
Oh, bro, you know I love Nick
He's a
Bolton
dog.
too, bro. Man,
What? We have, like, 1, 2, and 11?
That's a
1,
true-
1, 2, 10, and 11.
that's a true linebacker that's not afraid to fill the fucking gap.
Fuck no,
that
dude.
fool cracks, bro.
when
Nick
you're playing
Bolton cracks, bro.
linebacker for fucking Steve
10?
Spagnuolo, dude.
No, you got to crack.
You have to.
You got to bring it, bro. I would say 7,
10?
6.
That's not
7's
open.
already
What do we got over?
1, 2,
1,
10, and 11.
Yep.
Oh fuck, this is a crime. But 10, yeah. Nick Bolton above Quentin Nelson for sure. Nick Bolton even above. I'd put Nick Bolton in the top 5.
Okay. Roquan Smith.
Oh fuck, 2.
2.
You don't get much better than Roquan Smith, bro. Find me a linebacker that runs sideline to sideline.
Fred Warner.
That guy. Still, bro.
That's the
Roquan.
Zach
Ravens,
Vaughn.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Roquan. That fool, bro. That fool.
That's
If
like-
you want to watch a dude that like you'd probably think was fucking coked the fuck out in a game, watch Georgia against Alabama national championship when Georgia lost. That fucking dude would go from the middle of the field to the sideline like that, bro. Kyle Hamilton type shit, bro. And he's a linebacker. Yeah, Roquan for
Okay.
sure.
Next one, AJ Terrell.
What's
11.
That's
yeah,
11. Okay.
The next one's number 1.
Kyle Hamilton.
I fuck with it, bro. Then we had 2 Ravens on the list, huh?
They were 1 and 2.
Okay. I'm big on Kyle Hamilton for sure. So
this list went down with Kyle Hamilton, 1, 2 Roquan, 3 Dexter Lawrence, 4 Penei Sewell, 5 Tristan Wirfs, 6 Aiden Hutchinson, 7 Quentin Nelson, 8 DK Metcalf, 9 Creed Humphrey, 10 Nick Bolton, 11 is AJ Terrell, 12 Chris Lindstrom, 13 Trey McBride, 14 Breece Hall, and 15 CJ Stroud. It's not a bad list.
Overall, if we were ranking overall players in the NFL, that's not that bad.
Yep.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah,
that's not that bad for sure. I think if you
get,
get,
it's a stacked ass defense for sure.
Oh, that defense is stupid.
That
bro.
defense
that's
is not
a stupid
getting
defense.
scored on ever.
Nick Bolton and Roquan Smith at linebacker, bro.
And you got Aiden Hutchinson on the
Oh
edge.
my God.
And Dexter
Yeah,
Lawrence in the middle.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
fuck.
I hope Aiden Hutchinson comes back.
With a vengeance.
Those
for
fucking those training videos of him, dude. You ain't getting no sacks with that get off.
Who
bro.
did they get? They got another D lineman, right?
Ahmed Hassanin, bro. Boise
That's
State.
right. That was like a 6th or 7th round.
I think
pick?
he's
I think
he's
it was
gonna
fifth
be
5th or 6th round.
He's gonna
He's
be
not
Tyrone
gonna.
Crawford
He's not.
type shit.
He's
bro.
not gonna have any doubles. It's gonna be a Liam McNeil or fucking.
The one thing that I'm worried about is I'm worried about him just being too short. Because when you're 6'2" on the D line, like you make up with that with Nolan Smith speed, Jalen Walker speed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Green speed. He's quick, but I feel like if he gets on an NFL regime though, I think he might build in a lot. We might not even see him. He might even move inside to be a rushing D tackle, bro.
How big is he? 280?
6'2", 280, 270, I think he was.
I was really hoping that the Cowboys would draft him to replace D-Law.
That would have been dope. Where did DeMarcus Lawrence go?
Seattle.
Wasn't he talking shit when he went to Seattle too?
Yeah.
Come on, D-Law.
Well, he was talking shit about Dak, I'm pretty sure, right? Or the Cowboys?
He's
Playing
just
with the
talking shit about
quarterback.
about the Cowboys.
Well,
it's like
Jerry
that
didn't
one
want to
year.
pay him,
It's
right?
like that year that we were talking about earlier, where they got fucking boat raced by the Packers, Jordan Love, and then fucking there's like I think in an interview afterwards, Dexter Lawrence was like, "The defense is just tired." It's like you can't come out and say that shit, bro.
You can't say that. You cannot say. Yeah, you can't, bro. If I was a coach and I would tell my players, you can say what you want. If you get fined, whatever, but show no fucking weakness on that microphone.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't show any sign of weakness. They would be PR trained to be all business, bro. No bullshit. Fuck that.
Like Bill Belichick.
Fuck
type
yeah,
shit.
dude. Bill already getting pissed off at Gronk for on stage at the draft. So what the fuck is he doing? Come on. That shit killed me, bro.
All right, here's the next list.
Oh shit.
This
Football
is across,
or basketball?
This is across all 4 sports:
Name the 4.
hockey,
Baseball,
baseball,
basketball,
football, and basketball.
Okay.
Top sports franchises.
Ooh.
Damn.
There's
Right now or of all time?
All time.
Number 1. Are we gonna agree on number 1?
Boston.
I don't know.
Wait,
when I
which-
looked up
yeah,
some
Boston,
of these,
though.
no. Hey, when I looked up some of these, there's another one, maybe 2 more that have a lot of fucking.
already
The only
know
ones that I would put
the-
above the Boston Celtics would be like the New York Yankees and
The Patriots, dude.
Maybe the New
New England Patriots. I mean,
You think that's your number one?
I would put the Celtics at number 1.
Celtics 1, Pats
know.
But
2.
there's
Okay,
some
here we
hockey
go.
teams in here that are going to be
What are we
killers,
basing
too.
this off of? Like their legacy? Or
Yeah, it's
their,
good. What's the criteria?
Or like their
Where-
value?
How do you
or-
guys want to do it?
I think.
Well, you have to tell us, bro.
You're the curator.
You're the list maker.
This is
so-
fucking like legacy, championships,
Okay.
fucking
So legacy,
impact, bro. Like,
championships, impact, pop culture.
I wouldn't even say pop culture.
Okay, we'll take because that's a big one. That's a big thing.
Well, if
Okay.
it's pop culture, then everybody's just gonna say teams from fucking 2010s and up.
Not necessarily
Bullshit.
Chicago Bulls,
Okay, one team.
Los Angeles Lakers, Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
Whatever, dude.
See,
Good
Come
idea.
on,
York
see?
Yankees.
You know what I'm saying?
How about you guys go fuck
Fucking,
yourselves?
I'm not just saying this. Oakland Raiders. I'm not just saying that.
Stop.
Bro, we have one of the most worn NFL fucking things outside of football is the Raiders logo. Rap Raiders. We're up there, bro.
You tripping? Okay.
Notoriety.
There's another
He
team
said,
like that.
"Suck it."
Who?
The Cowboys.
Well, Cowboys are going to be number 1 if we're talking football. I mean, Cowboys, money. Yeah, the Cowboys would be up there. They're on this
Well, no,
list.
you were just saying like it's like you said it's one of the most
All right.
worn things and like.
Okay, here we go.
Read these
I'm
fucking-
saying
Cowboys
I
too.
said pop culture
There's
for
15
the Raiders
teams.
would be our number 1 thing.
15 teams
15?
across 4.
15
sports.
across 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, New York Yankees.
That's got to be
Fucking
top 3.
we
Got to be top 3.
Dude,
putting it that at
dude,
one, dog.
You know what? You could even fucking say it, bro.
I would put the Yankees.
So
at
when I
one.
looked
You
it
can
up,
even fucking say
when I looked
right
it up,
now.
it said they had like 20-something
Yeah.
championships,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, no, the
most.
Yankees
They
are
spend the
fucking
most money.
stupid.
They make the most money, and I think they're the most valuable North American sports franchise. Or it's them or the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, the Cowboys. I think
I
the
think
Cowboys
it literally
are in their
goes
second.
New York Yankees,
Well, actually-
Dallas Cowboys.
I think the Golden State Warriors.
they might have-
Oh no, you are right. It is the Warriors because of the fucking move to San Francisco.
Yeah, I think that.
Financially wise,
I think
that's a
they're
good
number
point.
two
So-
now. So I think the Yankees are like the third most valuable.
So I
We're gonna
still-
compare this list to. You should make after we do this. You should have ChatGPT rank those franchises on the criteria we're ranking.
Okay.
It. That would be a fun thing, bro.
Okay.
Just to see what ChatGPT would rank it versus how we rank it.
Okay.
But we
So,
gotta
I
give it
think-
criteria.
Where's the Yankees at?
Yeah, we gotta give it.
So
do we go
I-
number
are
one
we-
or we
are
go
we
number
go-
two?
Yeah, do we want to go off notoriety or do we want to go off like
Well, okay.
like
What are the
accomplishments?
three criteria?
Well, I think
Legacy,
the Yankees have both of those.
championships. But the pop culture's got to be one of them, bro. Because sports.
The,
and-
the, the
I'm
fucking
gonna
NY,
let you
that's another-
guys-
like,
hey.
Maybe we should just cut out the criteria, the pop culture criteria, and let's focus. Because if we're talking
championships, legacy, and what?
no, I think just keep it those two
Championships and
legacy and
legacy.
championships.
Impact, bro.
I think
like,
that- I think
pop
you gotta
culture.
put your
Okay, so
Yankees at one,
okay,
though.
okay, then let's go those three then.
of them. We don't even got to call it culture. Let's just say impact across.
Notoriety.
Does it transcend? Do they
Okay.
transcend sports? Because that could be a separator in the list.
Okay.
Because we have to have something. Because we could sit here and argue these fuckers.
Bro,
all
that's
day.
it's an icebreaker for a conversation. You're like, hey, how about the Yankees? No,
Actually, bro, truthfully, bro, you could literally ask somebody, what sport are the Yankees? Baseball. They would know it. Number two. I say number two.
Yankees at 2.
If you guys want to do
That's
it, I'm going to
crazy.
leave this up to you guys, but I'm saying number two.
Yeah, 2 works for me.
What do you think?
I'm
I
a
would-
Red
I
Sox
would put
fan.
it at
I'd put him
number
at 2.
one.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, next one. New England Patriots.
Top at least
3.
top 5.
3, bro.
3 or 4.
I would say,
Well, because here's
For
the
me,
deal.
for
If
right
the
now,
Warriors
I
are on
would
that
say-
list, that's top
yeah,
3.
yeah.
So I
The
think
Bulls.
they gotta be. I think they gotta be at least number 4.
We're putting
Pat's
the,
number 4 is that dynasty was fucking. It's legendary. I'm not.
that
gonna say-
20-year run is
It's-
something
no,
we
it's
might
20, yeah, 20. We might not
We'll never
not
see-
see
we'll
it
never-
until we
no,
see
we'll
the
never-
Chiefs
Until the
fucking do
Chiefs
it.
do it, yeah.
If they get beat again, I.
You know,
Dude, literally
you know,
40 years and there's two
can
teams
we-
that dominate.
Can we get something out of the way right away? Can we have one spoiler of one thing? Are the Cowboys on this list?
No.
Okay. The Patriots are number 4 then. Number 3.
I didn't put any of our favorite teams on
Okay.
there.
Okay, they're number 3.
Unless, yeah, whatever.
They're number 3.
No.
Number 3.
I'd say number 3. I think that you can't put them over the Yankees just because of the length of the Yankees. But
No, yeah,
you can compare.
We're talking about one of the
impact.
greatest baseball players to ever live.
Yeah,
Babe Ruth,
one
right?
of the greatest arguably the greatest sports franchise of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, next one.
this dumbass Red Sox just gave him to the Yankees. No,
Boston Celtics.
no, this is-
Number 1, bro.
bro, over the Yankees.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Dog, they're the winning they did from the 50s to like the fucking 90s, like the 50s to they had teams, they had watch Celtic City, because this is coming from a Knicks fan. I have always respected the Celtics in the sense of like the championships, right? But bro, to be that good, even in the seasons they didn't win championships, to be that good and in the contention every single fucking year, that's insane. From literally the 50s, mid 50s, early 60s, or we'll say 60s to the 80s, all dynasties all the way through, bro. There was multiple teams winning 3 championships. Obviously, baseball, if we're going to go head to head, there's 27 fucking World Series. But I would argue it's more impressive in basketball based on the game itself. That's what I would say. And it's to
So
transcend it all the way
you guys
through.
are putting Celtics number
I
one.
would say number 1, but it's up to you guys too.
It sounds biased.
As
but
long as it was Celtics, Yankees at 1 and 2, I was cool with it. So I don't care.
works for me.
Gino's fucking fuming right now.
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck. Okay,
I don't watch baseball. I don't-
Celtic.
That's
Oh no,
why
I just
also
said
for
something.
me as well. That's why I say Celtics.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Top 5.
5. Yeah, 5.
Number 1.
Yo, you ever seen Showtime?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
12.
15.
I was gonna say 15, man. I mean,
I just not a
do you
baseball
have any
guy.
fun facts on the St. Louis
They've
Cardinals?
got. I think they're the second for championships.
Didn't Pete Rose
What?
play there?
No, the Cardinals. No.
Oh
The
man.
Cardinals were the truth back then.
Oh shit. Okay.
So just to get a few
Am I
teams
thinking
off of
someone
this, because I pretty much I took the teams that had the most championships for the most part of it, but it's also what impact they've done for the sport is how I wanted you guys to do it as well. So where are we putting the Cardinals at?
They do have 11 championships.
They got a lot, bro.
10.
I'd say 10. We could put them at 10. We could give them flowers.
I'm just not big into baseball.
I'm not a baseball guy. Yeah.
The Red Sox.
6.
Okay.
A lot of baseball in here.
I think that might be the last baseball
Okay.
one.
Cool.
Thank God. No. Now it's hockey.
The Bulls.
7, bro. I mean, fuck, dude. We're kind of going in reverse order. Am I out of line saying that? Chicago, at least they're in the top half of the top 15. What do you guys think?
It's got to be. I don't know if I
just
would
Michael Jordan.
Because I mean, like if that was a 10-year run, right? I'm not saying that's not the greatest fucking 10-year run. We'll never see that again.
And technically, it was only 8 because he was gone for the 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they three-peated twice. Right?
That's fucking crazy.
Like,
That's so nuts.
It's
dude.
just like that accomplishment alone is just fucking insane.
Didn't
to think
Kobe go
about.
3-peat then back to back?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he missed it in what?
Because the Celtics
Oh,
won
08.
it, or the
Those
Or
Spurs.
no.
Celtics won it.
Fucked it
Then
up.
the
Spurs
Lakers.
fucked it up. Yeah, we touched
No, the Mavericks.
The Mavs, bro. 2010.
It went Celtics, Lakers, Mavs.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're-
three-peated with Shaq, right? From
Yep.
what, 99? No,
2000 to 2000.
Dude, they were on their
99
way to getting
2002.
4, bro.
They could have.
Could you imagine if they got 4 in a row?
Yeah, Bad Boy. That wasn't the Bad Boy.
That was the
Pistons, but
fucking
that was
grind city fucking Pistons. That was like
Could you?
Sheed Wallace,
Sheed Wallace
Ben-
and
or Ben
Wallace, young Rip Hamilton, bro.
Rip Hamilton, Chauncey
Billups, bro. That's a squad.
Could you
bro.
imagine if Shaq and Kobe won 4 in a row?
Well,
That
you
would
could
be
argue.
nuts,
You could argue
dude.
if they weren't fucking ego heads, they would have.
Because they made it to the finals for 4 straight years, right?
That's when the drama started. Is that year, basically, right?
'Kay.
From my understanding.
Where are we putting the
'Cause
Bulls
then
at
Shaq goes to
7?
The Heat, right?
Yep. Where we're
And
putting?
you wouldn't want a ring with fucking D Wade.
You got a ring with D Wade too. There's some players on that team that got a ring. Like I didn't know Gary Payton was on that team.
Yeah, very talented Gary Payton.
Have the
I didn't
Bulls
even know
ever
Gary-
done anything outside of those 6
Nope.
championships?
No, bro. But
which
they-
is
but-
why
but
it's kinda hard to
But
put
I'm
them-
looking at the impact on what it did to
Oh, that changed
basketball.
basketball. So,
They
yeah,
put them on a global
seven's,
stage,
Seven's
bro.
got to be there.
They have
Seven's
to be
gotta
up
7.
there, bro.
Yeah.
100%. You can't argue they're better than the Lakers and Celtics because I literally think it goes Celtics, Lakers, Bulls. That's how I look at basketball. Celtics, Lakers, Bulls, Spurs. No bullshit.
Warriors probably.
Warriors.
number 6.
Warriors 5. Warriors 5.
Gino, what's your thinking? What's your thought?
7's fine. I'd probably say 8, but
What'd you say?
7,
Okay, 7.
Okay. The next one is the Spurs.
8.
9. Yeah, 8 or 9. I'm cool with them. 8 or 9 in there for sure.
Well, you guys need to
8.
tell me 8 or 9.
I think 8. We're talking about like.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about Greg fucking Popovich. And
When did
San
they
Antonio-
suck? When did they suck from the moment Greg Popovich starts coaching?
When they lost their fucking big 3.
When they yeah, that's what I mean. So that's 20 years.
Tim
bro.
Duncan.
Or
Oh,
fuck
no.
fuck
Well,
no.
no.
Dude, it was
I
after
mean-
Kawhi started getting hurt, bro.
So that was what
2016, 2017.
2017.
Because that was when they played the Spurs in the Western
No,
Conference
because
Finals. Zaza hurt him, right?
Kawhi, no, because
That was
Kawhi went to the
divisional.
Raptors in 19, so 2018.
That was
yeah.
definitely in the
Kawhi
finals.
pisses me
20.
off so bad, dude.
He's the most disappointing superstar. Stephen A. Smith said it best.
He's so good when he's healthy, but he's never fucking healthy.
You might not find a better fucking defender. You
Oh, no,
might
he's the
not.
best.
You
The
literally
claw
might
dog?
not.
No, had Kawhi never gotten hurt, dude, his talent, his ceiling would have been.
If he
I'm just
didn't
saying.
have his family in his ear trying to tell him what to do, and you don't want to live in San Antonio, and he actually stayed in San Antonio and built that, Pop's probably got 3 more rings right now.
I could see it. I
Kawhi
could see
Kawhi
it.
would have got that shit done, bro.
Okay.
The silent killer.
Fucking Zaza Pachulia.
We put
Shit.
Spurs at 8, right?
Yeah.
The Warriors.
9. Is this how this list is gonna go? Fuck, 'cause I feel like we're selling right now, dude.
You guys are, dude. Okay, the next one, the Steelers.
14.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah, but God, man.
Nah, well,
The
they're
70s, the
they're-
70s
yeah, I
for
was
the
gonna
Steelers,
say,
dude.
Terry
Fuck,
Bradshaw,
bro.
right? Like,
The 2000s for the Steelers, 2010s, like
Fuck it.
yeah,
10.
whatever the lowest one is now.
4, 11 through 15.
We have 4, 11, and 15.
That's all that's left.
I thought we already had 4. I would have put fucking.
The Bulls at 4.
I would have put.
You guys put Bulls at 7, dude. You guys didn't ask what was available.
Didn't we think we
You
had
guys
4?
didn't tell me. Ask what was available.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, put the Steelers at 4. We'll use that as a swap.
Yeah. We use the Steelers at 4. Yeah, like you could argue that.
Okay.
You could argue that. There's an argument there.
The 49ers.
14.
Fucking.
15.
They were
Gino's got a.
Gino's
got a
12,
a warm spot for him.
12,
So
13.
13 for the Niners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw them in the trash for all I care.
Okay. Now this is where we get into the hockey of it.
This is Gretzky's teams.
No. The Canadians.
They fucking won like 11
They
in
have
a
like
row.
20 something fucking Stanley
whatever
Cups.
the highest ones left. Yeah, they have a fucking crazy run. I think they went like 11 straight, bro.
That's insane.
I think that's what it is. I think that's the thing.
The Maple Leafs.
They also went on a crazy fucking run in the early fucking days.
Just right under that then?
Right under that. What's the last one?
There's 2 more.
Okay.
The Red Wings
Wherever is after that.
and then the Bruins. So, okay. So
Ooh, wait, no. Put Boston over the Red Wings. We got to
So
get
Red
Boston.
Wings 15, Boston's 14.
Yeah.
That's crazy that all 3 teams out of Massachusetts made the list.
Yeah, all 3, big 3, yeah.
dude, they're probably the
Celtics 1.
Boston
New
is
England
a
3.
sports city for sure.
dude.
You could argue that.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bruins.
They
were
had
really
all
good.
4 on this list. I put all 4.
Yeah, because the fucking.
Dude, that might be the
Sox,
greatest
the
winning.
Patriots, Red Sox.
Celtics and the Bruins.
Dude,
Celtics and the Bruins.
Let's think about this for a second.
Boston. That's actually
Boston is
voted
the
on.
most winningest city for sports of all time, bro.
Yes,
of all time.
it was voted on. They are number 1.
That's crazy.
Ask
dude.
ChatGPT to rank those.
Oh, I gotta type all of it in.
Just ask ChatGPT to rank
Okay, so
those.
our list is Celtics 1, Yankees 2, 3 is Patriots, 4 Steelers, 5 Lakers, 6 Red Sox, 7 Bulls, 8 Spurs, 9 Warriors, 10 Cardinals, 11 Canadians, 12 Maple Leafs, 13 Niners, 14 Bruins, and 15 Red Wings.
For hockey fans listening to this, is no slam on hockey. I think hockey's the shit. It's just I'm not familiar. That's all.
I just don't watch it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the games like that. Shout out Sidney Crosby though.
Okay, I'm
Alex
putting
Ovechkin.
I'm putting it in Chat GPT right now.
He's putting it in Chat GPT right now. Keep it going, guys.
Okay. No.
Or everyone is playing on their phone.
Okay, rank these sports teams.
Me too.
Let's see. We'll consider. Okay, so what they're saying is to rank these teams, we'll consider overall historical success, including championships, cultural impact, and legacy in their respective leagues: MLB, NFL, NBA, and NHL. Here's a general all-time legacy ranking across these 15 teams: 1 Yankees, 2 Celtics, 3 Lakers, 4 Canadians. Oh shit. Okay, so it has it in tiers as well. So tier 1 was, so the Yankees have 27 titles.
We should do tier list, bro. We
That'd
should
be
do
sick.
the
Oh, like
S
tier.
What is
Okay.
S tier?
Like the best.
Superb.
So,
Like
okay.
the, it's
Okay,
like
so-
the elite of the
Okay,
elite.
we
tier.
should do that. We should
Okay.
do that. That would be
That's what we
fun.
do for, like,
So
games and
tier
shit like
1
that.
says the Dynasty Legends. So obviously it was Yankees at 27 titles, Celtics at 17, Lakers at 17, and the Canadians have 24.
That's fucking crazy.
And then tier 2, it breaks it into historic powerhouses. 5 is Steelers with 6, Niners at 5, Red Sox with 9 at 7, 8 is the Bulls with 6, 9 is the Maple Leafs with 13. Tier 3 is consistently great. 10 is the Patriots with 6.
Spurs are gonna be in here too.
11 is the Red Wings with 11. The Warriors at 12 with 7 titles. 13 is the Cardinals with 11 titles. 14 is the Bruins with 6. And then the Spurs at 15 with 5. Damn, they put them at 15.
Well,
But I guess that's them doing... They know.
based on that criteria
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
gave
yeah.
them, because you have to give them something to rank it off of as well.
Oh, here we go. Okay. And it has notes underneath it. Legacy rankings often weigh longevity and cultural impact. For instance, the Patriots have more titles than some teams above them, but their dominance is more recent. The Cardinals, despite being successful in MLB, don't have quite the same national cultural weight as the Yankees or Red Sox. Warriors rose quickly in the 2010s, but are catching up fast in all-time conversations. Crazy, dude. ChatGPT, they're quick about it, dude. I love it.
That was the truth right there. Well,
we were on the mic a lot today.
You want to end on the finals?
Yeah, well, let's talk about it a little bit,
Pacers,
dude.
man. Tyrese Halliburton.
The Halle Band.
They didn't lead that whole game, and they led with 0.3 left.
That's insane, dude.
You want to talk about dogs?
They had 24 turnovers, bro.
Shout out Rick fucking Carlisle, too, man. Because, wait, you know what his last championship run was?
Dirk.
If he gets a ring right here,
dude, think about it. I mean, Dallas is a big market, but the Mavericks aren't a big market. Does that make sense?
Like, yeah. Dallas. But then you think of Dallas, you think of one team,
the Cowboys. Yeah,
exactly.
But then when you think of Indiana, what, the Colts?
Yeah, Colts.
Colts, the Pacers.
I mean, Indianapolis is big, dude, but it's not like
it's not big though,
a
dude.
Media dominant city, you know.
Dude, the Pacers, dude, what it's tight is it's two small markets.
Which I remember specifically one year. There was the year the Final Four was Heat Pacers, Grizz Spurs when the Heat and Spurs went one year, and that's the first time I seen a conspiracy tweet. It's like the NBA is not going to let Memphis and the Pacers play each other in the NBA Finals. But here we are, bro.
Times are changed, bro.
We got Oklahoma fucking City and Indianapolis.
There's been parity in the NBA the last couple years, right?
And it will make it worse for the NBA if the Pacers win this championship.
Why?
Because you got the team they want to push so bad, the youngest team in the NBA. They're talking. Barstool was talking. If they win this championship, you could argue they're one of the best teams of all time. And I'm like,
the Pacers?
No, the Thunder.
That's retarded.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? We're in a clay league right now. We're in a clay league, dude.
Yeah.
You can't, dude. There's no consistency right now.
No.
But is that not good for the sport, though?
No, bro. You want to have a boogeyman. You gotta have a fucking
I think that's
evil.
what they're trying to make. I think that's what they're trying to make.
There's no evil teams right now, bro.
Oh
shit!
Shout out Bernal, just showed up.
What's up, bro? There's no elite teams right now, bro, that are anywhere consistent with being the bad guy. There's no Mahomes, you know.
I mean, I get that. I understand.
It's just good for plata.
But you want parity, bro.
Shout out Bernal, by the way, bro.
Yep.
He walked in on us, dude. Ended about to end the show, bro.
See, if you think about it, though, if we go to the NBA, to the NFL, I would say that
the NBA is always going to compare to the NFL because the NFL is top dog.
Exactly.
And NBA is second.
But there's more parity in the NBA than there is in the NFL.
Yes.
Because the Chiefs, like we said, 5 of the last 6.
But
I'd rather see a different team. I'd rather see a different team win it every year than the same team. As much as I want to see Philly win it every year, it's not gonna. It's too hard for that in the NFL, dude. It's too hard.
You can even ask it. Like right now, this is the lowest the NBA has been in the post David Stern era, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like
they're lowest of the low right now, dude.
There's a serious problem, bro. There's a serious problem in the NBA right now.
Which is why he made the Luka trade.
See, and then the Cooper Flag shit going, dude.
Hey, what are you doing,
bro? He made $28 million in NIL money. Cooper Flag. If he stayed in for 2 more years or whatever, bro, he could have easily made $100 million.
Oh no!
Before stepping in the NBA, dude. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Last week we did that Giannis and Wemby together. And they won a fucking ring year 1 or whatever.
They
that's
won 70 games.
Yeah, bro. That's nuts, dude.
Sim trade, yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
Dude, I saw a report. I think the Knicks said it was right. The Knicks might make an offer for Giannis.
I mean, you might as well go to a
Towns,
big market, dude.
OG Anunoby, McBride, and picks. And if we could keep Bridges, as long as we keep Bridges, Hart, and Robinson, and we get Giannis, bro, we're fucking set.
Because Jalen Brunson, dude, him and Giannis on a pick and roll would be nuts, dude.
It would be stupid. And there's not a lot of teams that are going to out-rebound
And
us.
Giannis will still bring the ball up the court, dude. That way, Jalen Brunson can just... Dude, what if he pulls like his Curry shit And because where's Curry best at?
Off ball.
Off ball, bro.
Off ball, man.
Unfortunately, he plays point guard. Doesn't have anybody.
Dude, am I
that can
tripping,
fucking...
or was there a lot of times that Iguodala would bring the ball up the court and Draymond?
No, Draymond's the fucking
Draymond is the
point guard, bro. He's
that's what I was thinking.
He's the
bro.
point forward.
Weren't we just talking about this at the bar? I was just talking about this at the
recently,
bar.
I think you're right. As of recently,
I think it was Iggy though, wasn't it?
It was
Iggy would bring it up?
No, it was
Sean-
actually fucking
Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
bro, the mid-range god.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah,
time,
bro,
dude.
yeah.
He didn't.
Hey, if he
couldn't
had
shoot
good
a three
knees-
ball for nothing,
Yeah,
but he could
yeah.
do any
Yeah.
mid-range
Yeah.
shot.
There was who's the other guy they had? Did they have Leandro Barbosa for a minute?
Barbosa.
There's a couple other
Anderson
ones.
Varejao was
Anderson
there.
Varejao was there. There's another guard
Bogut.
though. Bogut, Andrew Bogut, dude. Don't forget Bucks
That was
Bogut.
the first title, right? That
Yeah.
was the first
Yeah.
title run.
Yeah.
There's another guard that
you're
they
missing
had,
Clay.
bro. Well, Clay, but there was another fucking guard or forward.
Kevin Durant.
I'm like, yeah, I forgot about him.
No, they.
Or no, I'm thinking
Harrison
about
Barnes, bro.
Harrison Barnes.
Good
But I'm
pick,
thinking
good
about,
pull.
Kevon Looney. I'm thinking about
That fool's-
Kevon Looney, bro. He's been there the whole time.
has
He's
been.
got
That
all
is very
four,
true.
bro. He's
That
got
is
all
true.
four of them.
Could you imagine just being like fucking like you're Robert Horry, dude, and you have 7 rings, and nobody talks about you because you're not ever the fucking main guy?
I would love it.
Oh yeah, because you. Hey, that's what you
Out
just
the
do. This, you just
spotlight, You
flex.
still got your accomplishments.
Out of the
dog.
spotlight,
Yeah,
and
dog,
you got 7. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm MJ, LeBron. I don't give a fuck.
He said,
so
but I got
many-
7
There's so
rings.
many rap songs with Robert Horry.
Oh,
in
Robert
there.
Horry, bro,
He
yeah.
gets shouted out all the
Big
time.
shot Ori, bro. Big game Ori, or what they call him. What
shot.
was the shot when they beat the Kings, the Lakers, right? Was he with the Lakers when he hit the
Yeah.
spot up 3?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Robert Ori.
What was his last champion? Was it with the Spurs
I
when they
think. I think
beat
it was
the
last
Heat?
one.
Or
They beat,
no, they didn't
they
play
beat-
the Heat.
Or no, the Spurs beat.
No, it was the fucking
Spurs
Heat,
beat the
dude.
Heat, bro.
That's what I was thinking because it was it's Spurs then the Celtics.
Because the Celtics could have no. Because the Heat won the year before with Shaq, right?
No.
And then Shaq gets traded to
2006.
Phoenix.
2006 Miami. That was D Wade's first championship.
And then 2007 is the Spurs.
So
Because
did
the Spurs beat
Yeah,
the
'cause
Heat.
then-
I think the Heat could have went back to back with Shaq on that Heat team.
no, the Spurs didn't beat the Heat in the finals that year, bro. They beat fucking the Cavs with
They beat
LeBron.
LeBron. That is
Did
right.
he have Shaq on that team or was it
Yeah, they had-
Ilgauskas?
No, that was Shaq, bro.
Damn.
Shaq, and we
No,
also
he was
forget-
on the Celtics, bro.
No.
That was
no.
that
That
was
kid,
the
he
last
finished.
team he was
yeah.
on in the middle of his career.
Because he also played with LeBron though in Cleveland
Yeah,
in
he
like
did.
09, I think.
Yeah.
But he also Shaq after the Heat,
He was
he
with
went
the
to
Suns.
Phoenix
Yeah, he
and he played with Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, right?
Yeah. No.
The fucking journeyman, dude. That's crazy, bro.
Dude, Amari Stoudemire was dope, bro.
Sean Marion.
Yep. Will Sean Marion pull up,
From
shooting
the-
from his
he-
stomach and
from-
shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's a crazy. Do you know who else has a fucking? You know who has a terrible jump shot? Michael Kidd Gilchrist, dude.
MK, yeah, dude.
Dude, he's fucking-
Have you seen the video of the white guy breaking it down? Everything is fine, and then what the fuck happens here? He like, yeah,
It's
bro.
crazy, dude.
Great
Crazy.
defender, though.
Oh yeah.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist was a great defender. It was conversation. Michael Kidd Gilchrist and Bradley Beal in that draft were the guy behind. I'm pretty sure AD. I'm pretty sure it was the guy behind Anthony Davis in that draft. That's the argument. Was who's the
I
second
think
guy?
Dame came out of that draft too, right?
All I know is MKG played with Anthony Davis at Kentucky. That's all I know. I think it was that 2011 draft when AD came out.
That wasn't D Book too, was it? No,
No,
was a couple
D-Book
years-
played with Towns and the Harrison twins.
What was that? 2015.
Wait.
Devin Booker never played with fucking with Cat.
Yeah,
he
fuck
did.
yeah, they're like best friends. Bro.
Oh, you're talking about in college?
Yeah, Kentucky.
I thought I was like, what? I was like, they
Kentucky's
never
a
played in the
byproduct of
NBA
some
together.
Fucking dogs.
Kentucky is also the byproduct of pre-NIL. Now that everybody's got money,
Oh no, and we're talking that-
Kansas?
Duke.
Duke's still, bro. No, but Duke is still recruiting.
No, Duke. No, agreed.
Yeah.
No, they stopped recruiting at Kentucky because of Calipari. Nobody wants to go to Kentucky anymore.
Well, no, they got that Mark Pope fool from fucking BYU or whatever. Now they replace him.
He's no fucking Calipari, dog.
Well, what I'm saying is Kentucky is the example of teams that were dominant before because they were the only ones doing
Yeah.
illegal shit. Now it's all even. Now you got fucking Bama being a football and a basketball school. What the fuck? Podcasts are better with friends.
Said, what the
I'm
fuck?
gonna pick the upset tonight, dude. I'm gonna go the Pacers tonight. I think the Pacers steal game 2. I think they go back and they have a chance to win it at
upset.
home.
It's not an upset, bro.
To me,
It is when you don't lead at all.
Pacers in 4.
Pacers in 6, Mo?
I called this. I said it last week.
I said Thunder in 5, but I think after seeing the Thunder choke like that,
Dude, what if they
can't
went
recover.
4 games in a row?
None of the other teams recovered after choking against them. None of the teams recovered.
Pacers.
Bernal, what's your prediction?
Yeah, Bernal, Indiana tonight? Indiana
5 or
6.
6?
Oh, shit.
What I say, dog.
They play. They
I think
do
it goes
play
7
until-
Hold
games.
this up.
They
until
literally
I'm-
played until 0.3 seconds.
Yeah,
the
I
other
think
night.
this series goes 7 games.
You're crazy.
I think I think SGA is about to get.
I think the Thunder steal game 2 tonight. Indiana goes back. They win game 3 and 4. Thunder goes back game 5, win a game. Indiana wins it back home at 6.
You're cracked out.
That's
dude.
realistic. That's very realistic.
How's that cracked out?
I think if the Thunder were to win a game, it would be this game. But I
think
kind of want to see the
Indiana
Pacers win
is
this
going
now.
to be loud as fuck. I don't care how
I
loud
think-
the Thunder. No,
I think the
Indiana's
first
going
4
to-
games, I think it splits 2 and 2, bro. I really do.
The,
So
the
you
X
think
factor
Indi-
tonight's
you-
fucking Chet Holmgren, bro. They need 30 from Chet.
I would say it's fucking Jalen Williams, dude.
Jalen,
He has to
Jalen Williams
fucking-
he showed up last game. Chet
Exactly.
didn't show up. You need all 3 of the big 3 to
Yeah,
contribute on
no,
a
for
championship
sure.
team, bro. And fucking
Yeah, SGA had 40.
the Dorcher train.
Yeah, when you have 40,
chamber,
bro,
whatever
and
they
your
call
team
it.
and you can't win, bro, that's a problem.
If you have the MVP on your team and you lose the finals, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't
I'd be
care.
pissed.
You blow that up.
Someone's going, bro.
Bro,
No,
who's that dude on the Pacers?
Pascal
Fucking-
Siakam, dude.
No.
Halliburton.
Miles Turner.
No.
What we
Nemhard.
talking?
Nemhard, dude. Nemhard's cold.
Fucking sauced SGA
Oh,
up
yeah,
and
bro.
shot that
No,
ball in his face.
No,
bro.
Neesmith too.
cousins.
Neesmith too.
They're cousins.
Who?
For real.
Nemhard and SGA?
I think no. Who,
No, that's
no.
Nikhil Alexander Walker. That's
That's
who
what
it
you're
is.
talking
Yeah,
about.
they're like tight. They were like
Dog,
tight.
could you
tight.
imagine if, like, say it's like
Fuck, imagine those
who
names.
the Rocket? Hey, with the Rockets and Pistons, they both have the, or is it Smith brothers?
Thompson
Whoever
brothers.
the Thompson
Ahmed
is,
and
Thompson
Azar.
brothers,
Houston,
Amar
that's a
and
top 5
Azar.
player soon,
Hey,
bro.
Ahmed
but
and Ausar.
could you
Asar
imagine-
plays
Detroit.
for the. Yeah, I know
could you
that
imagine if
now,
those
sorry.
2 teams made it to the finals and then you're going against your brother in the NBA finals?
That'd be dog.
That would
that'd
be
dog-
intense.
that'd be
Because
dog
they're both
status.
guards, right?
I think
No,
forwards. They're both forwards.
Pistons play homeboy at the guard, but I think the Rockets play Thompson at the 3.
Would
Because
you?
it's-
They're both the
Would
same
you not?
size.
Fred
Hey,
Van Vliet, Jalen Green, and Thompson.
hey, would you
They
not
might even
have it
them
to
at the
where?
4.
Yeah, because they might have Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Actually,
Hey.
they might have a Thompson in Houston at the 4. Bro.
Would you not be like the coaches like talk like we gonna have the brothers go at it or what? Put them in at the same time every time and just
When you're that athletic and you're that good, when you're crossing somebody over, spin into the basket, and you are able to catch your balance midair and finger roll it in,
Yup.
you're something.
Hey,
bro.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just look over the refs. You're like, hey, they're brothers. Let them go a little
yeah,
more.
let them
Right.
play.
Podcasts are better with friends.
Yep, for sure.
Settle
We did a lot of mic time today. Let's just say that, fellas. Let's just say that.
A lot of mic time today. Podcasts are better with friends. Shout out Carlos. Shout out Yanni, Chino, Mo.
Seto.
Snurney's here. Shout out Seto. Cody over in Sin City. Make it home safe. And shout out Hayden as well. Yeah, and shout out all the homies that listen to it over there as well.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Shout out Nick too again. Thank you for the love, bro. Cue the outro, man. Heard you always hating, all of a sudden now you chalking me. Sharp thorns on these roses, cautiously approach them properly. I'm back on road to get mine that was overdue. Ashing on the floor as I'm passing through. Success is in the air like when all them roses bloom. Falling like roses.